and gentlemen, welcome to the G.R.O.W conference. How are we doing? Today is day one. Finally, I can see everybody. I can see people from Ghana, from Nigeria, Lagos, Port Harcourt. I can see people from Benin. Yes, I'm also an alumni of, and I'm alumnus of Uniben. I can see people from the United Kingdom. Here is here, Process 2 Box. Thank you so much. I see Sapphire, I see Mavis, I see Muritala, and I see all of you. I see Content Marketing Babe. I see you all here. Thank you so much for joining and welcome to day one. And from what we've seen so far, I've seen different people here that in different niches. I've seen someone from as a copywriter, Facebook ad expert, email copywriter, our Madam Sapphire. She's here, social media manager, lots and lots of people from all walks of life. And I'm very happy and so excited to have all of you here. Welcome to the G.R.O.W conference officially. So before we kickstart, we need a volunteer. Yes, before we kickstart, we need a volunteer. And that volunteer is going to be our class captain for today. So if you know that you want to be the class captain, you would love to be the class captain for the G.R.O.W conference day one, just let me know in the chat. The role of the class captain is easy. Your role is to make sure that the comments is bubbling. Your role is to make sure you are highlighting key things that people are saying. Your role is to make sure you're highlighting key things that people are saying about maybe when the speaker is saying something. Your role is to make sure you're highlighting that. Just keep the comments bubbling and everybody happy. That is your goal. What is the requirement? Yes, I just read that now. So that is your role as the class captain. So if you'd like to be the class captain for today's session, just volunteer yourself. And I'm going to appoint you and bestow the appointments, the power on you. So your role, keep the comments bubbling, keep everybody in the know, carry people along and make sure that everybody is experiencing this event with us. That's going to be your role as the class captain. Who is going? Who is volunteering as the class captain? Who is volunteering as the class captain? I can see a lot of people are still joining. I see people from Uganda, from Ghana, oh my God, from Nigeria, UK. I'm so excited that all of you are here. All right, so I'm waiting for you guys to join. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for every one of you. Who is going to be? Who is going to be the class captain? Oh yeah, who is going to be our class captain? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Who's going to be our class captain? Who is going to be our class captain? So while we are waiting for the person to be our class captain, I want you to share the link of this event with a friend. Share the link of this event with a friend. Me, okay, we have some, okay. Jessica, I saw Jessica's own first. So Jessica Prime is going to be our class captain. Jessica Prime is our class captain for today's event. And the assistant class captain is going to be Esther. Esther Okadigbo is going to be the assistant class captain. So your job, the both of you, is to make sure that everywhere is bubbling during this event. So Jessica Prime and Esther Okadigbo. Yeah, where is Esther? So I saw these two first. So Esther Okadigbo and Jessica Prime are going to be the class captain for today's events. They are going to be the class captain. So as for you being the class captain, you have gained automatic free access to qualify for the raffle draw. So during the raffle draw, you guys, Esther and Jessica Prime, are going to be added to the raffle draw to play the raffle draw automatically for volunteering yourself. Thank you so much, Esther Okadibo and Jessica Prime. So I'm just going to stay that down so I do not forget. Esther Okadibo and Jessica Prime. So those are our two class captains. Please do your work. If you don't do your work, I'm going to sack you. Yes, please do your work. And the goal here is to keep the comments bubbling. So The next thing on the agenda now is choosing your conference bestie. Choosing your conference bestie. So if at this point you've not been commenting in the conference, you've not been writing anything, you're just watching us and viewing, this is the point where you need to drop a comment. So how does it work? Go through the comments and reply to the person you would like to be their bestie throughout the conference. Remember, this is not a webinar. This is not a webinar where you come live and then I just bombard you with teaching without this is not a webinar where I bombard you with teaching without letting you know exactly experiencing the entire process. That is why I want us to choose a bestie, right? So choose your conference bestie. So for example, if I'm going to be choosing Jessica Prime as my conference bestie, I am just going to say, Jessica Prime, will you be my conference bestie? So once you say that, Jessica Prime and whoever are going to be conference bestie, please drop your Instagram handle and take note of it so that you can reach out and connect to yourself outside of this event. Take note, because at the end of the conference, the bestie is going to come in handy. You are going to need your conference bestie at the end of the conference. So please. So pick your conference bestie, guys. Pick your conference bestie. So I'm going to make Jessica Prime a moderator here. So Jessica Prime is a moderator. Now I'm also going to add Esther as a moderator. So both of you are going to be our class captain here. Tag somebody. Don't say who needs. Just go through the chat and look for one person. Lekon, you're watching on Facebook. The conference is also happening on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, the conference is happening on YouTube, wherever you're watching from, right? Who need bestie? Just call somebody and say, will you be my bestie? Or be my bestie? Oh, yeah, oh. Exactly. I like what Content Marketing Babe just did. So this is what you're going to do. She said, Comfort, SCM, will you be my bestie? As simple as that. So Comfort, reply with your Instagram handle and Content Marketing Babe will reach out to you. As simple as that. Content Marketing Babe say, Comfort, will you be my bestie? So Comfort, reply with your Instagram handle and Content Marketing Babe will reach out to you. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So in the next 6 minutes, we are going to be searching for besties. So Comfort and Content Marketing Babe are now besties for the G.R.O.W conference. Comfort and Content Marketing Babe are now besties for the G.R.O.W conference. Leko, please, you can come to YouTube and join. If nobody is on Facebook, come to YouTube. Just search for Digital Creator Chick. All right, and join from that. Join from there. I am okay. Another person just found a bestie. Quinta is saying, Ayodele TV, will you be my conference bestie? Ayodele, reply with your handle. I see another person. How do I get a bestie? Go through the comments and look for somebody. So Quinta and Ayodele Adeyemi, they are now they are now conference besties. Content Marketing Babe and Comfort are conference besties. Okay, Ayodele is asking social media queen. So who is answering? No. Choose your conference bestie. Adesua, somebody is asking you to be their conference bestie. Winifred, I'm single. You cannot be single in the house. Oh my God. Please reply with your handle. Oh, Jessica Prime and Esther. That's really nice. So, class captain, assistant class captain. Please, select your content bestie. So, as somebody's asking you, saying at Adesua, will you be my conference bestie? Please respond and say Tumishi, Abi Tumishe. Oh my God, hope I'm calling this way. Oyewole. Let me just Tumi. Let me call it Tumi. Tumi. So Adesua will reply to Tumi and say yes, and this is my IG. As simple as that. So you guys can find yourself after this. Yes, this person just got it correctly. Abimbola is replying to praise. This is a handle, House of Divas. Amazing. Oh yeah, find your content bestie. Find your content bestie. Find your content bestie. Once it's 5:50, we'll move on to the next thing on the agenda. Olabisi, they are looking for you here, Obisi. Okay, I can see this going on. I love this. Well done, guys. Choose your conference bestie, guys. It's going to come in handy at the end of this, at the end of today's session. At the end of every day, Sha, you guys are going to say, I have something planned for you guys, but I'm not going to reveal it yet. So just find your bestie. Yay, amazing. Find your conference bestie and make sure you know their handle. Take note of their handle. After the session, you're going to reach out to them. Because this is a conference and not a webinar, I want you guys to experience this. I want you guys to network, to connect with yourself and start building meaningful relationship by the time we are done with this conference. So you're not just coming here to learn, you're also coming here to build your social capital. Remember, on day 5, one of the topics on day 5 is building your social capital. Don't forget that. So choose your conference bestie. Amazing. Amazing. I'm loving this. Now, while you are choosing that, this is something you guys need to take note of. All right? Please, both of you should exchange. So Abimbola just told Praise her own handle. Praise, you tell Abimbola your handle. So you guys will be on the same page. Okay, very good. Very good. I love what Praise just did. So you guys tell yourself your handle. If you come late and you don't have a bestie, come early tomorrow so you come and pick a bestie. All right. I can see all the besties here in the house. Well done, guys. Well done. So while you are choosing your bestie, this is what the bestie is going to be all about. Your bestie is going to be your accountability partner. Your job is to make sure that your bestie shows up every single day for this conference. And not just showing up, whatever tasks you guys are going to get during the conference, you and your bestie are going to do it together. That is why this is going to be a different experience. It is a conference. It is not a webinar. It is not a live class. It is an experience, right? You please reach out after the conference, please, after today. News with book and pen. Winifred. Okay. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Okay, guys. So you have to be accountable for your bestie and your tasks. You're going to be doing them together and showing up together as a team. You guys are going to be showing up together as a team. It's almost time, and then we'll move on to the next thing on the agenda. We'll move on to the next thing on the agenda. Choose your conference bestie, guys. Hi, Temiloluwa Grace. Good to have you here. Choose your conference bestie. Okay, I can see everybody here choosing their conference bestie. What's your handle? Mine is Lade Socials. Okay, amazing. I pray that by the end of this conference, you guys are going to start building meaningful relationships with one another, and this is going to grow into something even bigger than what we are doing here right now. All right, how many of you have your besties? If you have your besties, I'm bestie list. Stop saying who we be. Look for one, call somebody out and ask them to be your besties. As simple as that. Who has a bestie now? We have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to choose your bestie. 2 more minutes. Okay, Adesua also just found a bestie. Aha. I'm happy. Who called Adesua out? Okay. Tommy, Adesua has responded to you. Can see all of you. Your bestie is your accountability partner. Yes. Jessica Prime, well done. You're doing your work. Your bestie is your accountability partner and doing tasks together and showing up as a team. Either Esther is mine. Okay, Esther, mine. Okay, I'm telling Esther your handle. Amazing. Well done, Jessica Prime, our class captain. Your bestie is your accountability partner, and you guys will be doing tasks together, showing up together as a team. Amazing. All right. Okay, I can see all of you here. I have a bestie. Amazing. I have a bestie. Yes, I cannot wait. I've always wanted an online friend. Very good. Maybe from here you build something meaningful, you know. Amazing, 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 guys. Well done. Keep it coming. Wow, Victoria, will you be my bestie? Victoria, are you here? They're asking you a question, oh. They're asking you a question. Oh yeah, oh, respond. Respond, guys. So time is up. We're working with time. 1 more minute, and we'll move on to the next thing on the agenda. 1 more minute. We're working with time here. Who doesn't have a bestie yet? Social media queen, your handle, please. Okay, you guys are connecting. Who will not be my bestie like this? Ah. I'm everybody's bestie. Hello is everybody's bestie. People should look for me. I'm everybody's bestie. Oh. I'm everybody's bestie. All right, so our speaker will be coming at 6 o'clock, and we have 10 more minutes before we welcome our speaker. So we're going to move on to the next on the agenda. I don't have a bestie yet. Okay, so you guys mingle in the comments. Esther and Jessica Prime, please coordinate the comment section. Make sure that as many people as possible get their conference bestie. Please make sure of that. Thank you very much, our class captains. Please make sure as many people as possible get their conference bestie. All right, so before we get ready to welcome our guest speaker, Joseph John, today, before we get to welcome him, there's one more thing we need to do. While you guys are looking for your bestie in the comments, there's one more thing that we need to do. Who can guess? Okay, I want to do something crazy. Who's ready? I want to do something crazy. I want to do something crazy on this live. I want to do something crazy on this live session. Who's ready for it? Who is ready for it? Hi, BT Pal, welcome. Choose your conference bestie. Who is ready for what I'm about to do? Who is ready? Who is ready for what I'm about to do? Who is ready for what I am about to do? I'm about to do something very crazy. Okay, Cody says ready. I'm about to do something very crazy. So I want to bring one person live. You're going to join live with me, and we're just going to get to know you. I'm bringing somebody live. So this is how it's going to work. I will drop the link in the comments, and the first person to click on it, we come live. We just want to get to know you, ask you questions, what you do, just get to meet you so that you also experience being a part of this conference. Who is ready to come live with me? I'll drop the link in the comments, the link that will bring you live, and the first person to click on it, I will invite the person live. Yes, the first person to click on it, I will invite the person live to join me. All right. Okay, so the link is now in the comments. Click, and let me know. The first person to click comes live with me. The first person to click the link comes live with me. Let's see who comes first. The link is now in the chat. Who would like to come on video? Who would like to come on video with me? We have 2 more minutes to do this. Who's coming on live? I can't see anybody yet. Okay. If we wait 1 more minute and we don't see anybody, we are going to move on to the next thing on the agenda. Maybe you guys are shy to be on camera. I'd love to see you guys and get to know you, you know. Oh, yeah. Who is coming live? No, but all of you that are chicken out. You chicken out of this. You don't want to show your face. All of you chicken out of this. Nah. I'm so disappointed in you guys. I'm extremely disappointed in all of you. I'm so disappointed in you people. To come live, people are afraid. Chai. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is not nice. This is not nice. This is not nice. This is not nice. Okay, let the countdown begin. 1 more minute. Okay, we have somebody. Ayodele is here. Hi, Ayodele. Unmute yourself, please. You're on mute.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yes. Welcome to the G.R.O.W conference. How are you?
I just tried my luck and it worked.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay, so can you tell us what you do? Sell yourself to us in 2 minutes.
Okay. So I'm a visibility coach for fashion entrepreneurs. I coach fashion entrepreneurs on how to build their brand online in order to improve their visibility and make consistent sales.
Wow, that's really amazing. So what's your handle?
I am Ayodele Adeyemi, but I'm more active on Facebook.
Okay, I'm more active on Facebook. Oh, wow, that's really
Yes,
nice. So
Ayodele
Ayodele,
Adeyemi on Facebook.
wow, that's really nice. Ayodele is a visibility coach for fashion entrepreneurs. So if you're a fashion entrepreneur here and you like to get visibility, know how to use social media to sell your fashion skills and all, then Ayodele is the person for you. So what are you looking forward to in the G.R.O.W conference?
Well, to learn how to make myself more visible, to network with great minds, improve my skills, sharpen my digital skills. Yeah, and meet,
Amazing.
exciting people here.
Amazing. Good to have you here. So we have 2 more people here on the stream. Okay, welcome everybody. Good to have you, Ayodele. And I hope that you
Thank
get all of that
you.
from the G.R.O.W conference.
Thank you.
Hi, Mavis. Hi, Stephanie. How are
Hi,
you? So it's you that is the Mavis that is disturbing me on Instagram. How are you?
I'm fine. Good
Okay, so
evening,
Mavis, can you
everybody.
spell yourself to us in say yourself to us in 1 minute.
Okay, hi, I'm Maybe Sorisa. I'm a social media manager. I have a vision to teach business people how to use social media to convert and to make sales. That's
Wow,
me.
that's really nice. So how do we find you? How do we connect with you?
Okay, my handle on Instagram is Mavis underscore social media MGT.
Mavis underscore social media MGT. Okay, so people are really doing well, but I believe that by the end of this session, by the end of the conference, you'll be able to introduce yourself better. That is why I'm trying to bring you guys on to introduce yourself. By the time we are done with the conference, by the end of the 6 days, you guys will do better at this. Right? But well done. Well done. So Stephanie, over to you. In 1 minute, introduce yourself. Tell yourself to us. We can't hear you. You're on mute. You're on mute. On your mic.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, we can.
My name is Stephanie Williams. I'm an author, a writer, and a personal development enthusiast. I have so much passion for volunteering and helping people to birth their vision, to bring their vision alive. And I've also authored a book called Buy Your Future. I'm also an undergraduate in the University of Benin, in Benin City. Yes,
Wow.
so I'm in the growth.
Amazing. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
Go
I'm in the
challenge.
growth conference to learn more, to connect with people, like-minded people, so as to build capacity for that future that I have. Yes, to learn a lot about public
Amazing. So how can we
speaking
find you
and
on
so
social
forth.
media?
Okay, on all my social media handle, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Stephanie Williams. Then on Instagram, I am Stephanie.
Oh, I am Stephanie. Oh, amazing. Good to have you guys here. You guys did well for the intro. For some of you, you say who you do, who you work with, the audience, and what you do. For some of you, you like Stephanie, for example, she said what she's done. She said what she do, but not really who should do it for. For Ayodele, she said what she do and who should do it for, who should does it for. Sorry. Then for Mavis, she said what she do. What am I? Oh my God. She said what she does. Sorry, guys. Maybe said what she does and who she does it for, right? So those are very great ways to introduce yourselves, but it could be better. And that is why in the Grow Conference, I've also included speaking with confidence and clarity. And these are things that you're going to learn, to be able to introduce yourself better when you are being asked to introduce yourself. All right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ayodele. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Mavis, for coming live, for showing your face.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Bye. I hope you learned so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, that was a very beautiful session. That was a very beautiful session. Why is nobody live? Okay, they're already live. Oh, that's a very beautiful session. So our guest speaker is going to join us in a few minutes. All right. So while we wait for him, I would just like to introduce us to our guest speaker. And in the next 2 minutes, our guest speaker will be live with us. Thank you, everyone. All right. Okay, so let's thank you, Jessica Prime, for doing your job. And Esther, thank you for doing your job. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I'm grateful to you guys. So our speaker will be coming up shortly, right? So meet our speaker before we bring him up. Thank you.
So really, there are a lot of ways to make money online. Some people say e-commerce is the best way. Other people say drop shipping is the best way. Other people say creating and selling digital products is the best way. Other people say doing Airbnb online is the best way. There are a lot of ways to make money online. And if you ask me, while I take preference to high-ticket clothing and all that, I don't believe that there's any way that is the best, quote unquote. Why? Because there are millionaires in every industry. So the thing is, it's not about the industry. It's not the industry that matters. It's you that matters.
As a sales and marketing consultant, an astute leader with a passion for helping people attain financial freedom, he has trained 5,000 entrepreneurs, helping many of them move from 0 to 7 figures monthly. Meet our speaker, Joseph Don, the founder of Kazin Digital Academy, an online education platform where Africans learn high-income digital skills, increase their income, and improve the quality of their lives. He has written 9 books, including The Sales Guide and WhatsApp Cash Out Blueprint. Joseph Don also hosts shows like Everything Sales and Marketing with hundreds of listeners, Business and Sales Hangout, Kazin Hangouts, and Kazin Fest. Joseph Don will be bringing his knowledge of business growth, high-ticket closing, sales and marketing to the Grow Conference to show you strategies for increasing your earning power and expanding your impact in the marketplace. There is so much to learn and take away from this event, and you also stand a chance to get free access to Joseph Don's offer in the raffle draw. So missing this is not an option. Want to watch Joseph Don share his journey and teach you strategies for increasing your earning power and expanding your impact in the marketplace? Visit digitalcreatorchick.com/Grow Conference to claim your.
Every opportunity to speak presents it. What happens when Instagram meets LinkedIn, meets WhatsApp, meets Telegram, meets Twitter, meets YouTube, meets Substack, meets every course platform out there? You get the Brands That Connect Hub. It's a community of tech brands, freelancers, digital creators, business owners, and marketers who want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers into loyalists, and their staff into ambassadors. Here's the difference between each plan in the BTC Hub. Tech Brands plan is for founders who want to attract users, customers, clients, and investors. And these people want to build a brand that connects with the core of all the stakeholders that they are trying to attract. For the small business plan, it's one that is tailored towards people who have a product business and want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers to loyalists and their staff to ambassadors. On the other hand, the marketers or the storytellers plan is designed for digital creators, service providers, coaches, consultants, storytelling enthusiasts, marketing and branding personnel who want to build compelling brands that truly resonate with their audience. So if you want to try this out for free today, you can see a link on your screen.
Hey everybody, welcome back. That was a short break that went on. So our speaker, Joseph Don, will join us in a few minutes, right? So, but while we wait for him, I would like, okay, amazing. So while we wait for him, you guys can keep getting your besties in the comment section while that is going on, all right? However, I would like us to play a game. While we wait for Joseph Don to come in here, in the next 2 minutes, I'll bring him up. I'd like for us to play a game. Who is ready for the game? So the game is simple. The game is simple. If you don't have a bestie yet, you can still use this time to pick your bestie. The game is simple. If your business is an animal, what animal will it be and why? If your business is an animal, what animal will it be and why? If your business is an animal, what animal will it be and why? If your business is an animal, what animal will it be and why? For me, if my business is an animal, my business would be a dog. Let me explain. Why did I say dog? Dogs are very caring and they care about people. They care about their loved ones and they are very protective of the people that they love. That is why I would choose to be a dog if my business was an animal. So over to you. If your business was an animal, can it be a wild animal? If you have a reasonable reason for making it a wild animal, why not? If you have a reasonable reason, for choosing an animal, for making an animal, so why not? Okay, somebody said a lion because the lion dominates. Oshe, intentional nini, hey, domination mama, hey. Wahala, that's really nice. That's nice. Keep it coming. Mine would be a dog. I'm very protective because a dog is protective of who they love and they are very caring. Nini said her business would be a lion because lion dominates. I love that. I love that. My business would be a lion. Okay, another person chose lion because it possesses authority. That's nice. That's also nice. Now, you guys, people can see how two people are thinking of the same thing, but in different forms. Right? Two people are thinking of the same things, but in different forms. We have the first person say lion, but because they dominate. That one say lion because they possess authority. It means the same thing, but in different way, which means that you can build a brand that stand out without copying anybody. This just shows that. Right? So another person say a fowl, because fowl keeps producing and expanding. Hey, I like the way you guys are thinking, Okay, somebody said to be a cat or a dog, very lovable pet. Okay. Content marketing babe, a horse. Why did you say horse? Has to respond quickly to social media trends and customers. Also need to be pretty strong to execute marketing strategies consistently without falling apart. How you people thinking of these things? You guys, people should be taking this thing easy. Take this thing slow. You guys should take this thing slow. You guys should take this thing slow. Mine, someone said my business would be a parrot, away. My business will be a parrot because it tells everyone about the product offering. I love that. So you're going to be publicizing about your products. That's really nice. Somebody say my business will be a dog, courageous, gentle, loyal. Yes, that's true. Dogs are like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dogs are like that. Somebody say another person chose parrot. Another person chose parrots. He said parrot because I keep singing the praise of what I do to benefit other businesses in their different languages. Nice. Now, this is another example, like what I've said. The two people who use lion, they explained lion in different ways, and that's because that's based on their understanding and their level of, how they see things. The same thing with these people who just chose parrot now. Two the same animals, but different explanation. Meaning you can stand out in your brand, even if somebody is already doing it. You have your own way of thinking. You have your own experience, right? We're going to be diving deep into that tomorrow. So Winifred said she's going to be a peacock because it has lots of colors, which helps bring out the best visual side of brands. Helps them express their personality in creative ways to help them connect. Winifred, and she's a designer. Winifred is a brand designer for food and drinks and beverage brands. And I love how you were able to incorporate this into your brand. You're going to, wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done. Mavis said mine would be a cheetah. Wow, because it's fast growing. All right. Andre says my business will be a dove. A dove represents freedom, and I believe entrepreneurship should give us a shot at living life at our own terms. Yes, I agree. I believe that as well. Yes, I believe that as well. Thank you, everybody, for your input. Our speaker is here, Joseph Don. Joseph Don is in the building. Somebody speak. Our speaker is in the building. My boss.
Elohor.
Good evening, sir.
Man,
Welcome, sir.
good evening. It's been a lot, man, but I'm glad to be here. I'm
Thank you.
glad
I
to be here.
understand.
It's been a lot,
You're
but
welcome.
yeah, I'm ready.
Good
How's
to
everybody?
we're doing fine. We're playing a game just to keep up before you come, but now that you're here, we're going to leave the floor to you. So over to Joseph Don. So everybody,
Beautiful.
get ready. Thank you.
How is my audio? How is my
It's
audio, by the
perfect.
way?
Perfect.
Hey,
Yes.
Tohib, what's
Very
up?
good.
Good to see you, Tohib. Yeah, good to see everybody. Uju, Esther, First, Temil, I can see everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Audrey, Marvis Social Media Management, Winifred, Learn with Sapphire. I know that person. Zafiu, good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. Good to see you.
So Joseph Don,
So
over
can
to
you hear me?
you.
How is my sound, by the way?
Yeah, it
How is my
sounds
sound,
cool.
please? How is my sound?
It sounds good. Yeah.
All good?
Yes.
All good?
Yes.
All right. Beautiful. Let's get started. So Elohor gave me a topic that I'm going to try to uncover. Funny, we were talking some days ago, and she said, I know your topic is vague. And I'm like, you don't know say the topic vague before. So my topic, I'm going to read it out to you guys. I'm sure she's going to display it somewhere here as well. Is building a high value brand, strategies for increasing your earning power and expanding your impact in the marketplace. Such a long topic, but I'll see how to break it down to the best of my knowledge. Okay, my name is Joseph Don. I do a lot of things, but I'm a sales and marketing consultant. I'm the founder of Kaizen Digital Academy, and also we are building the most elite sales school out of Africa in the community of Closers Academy, where we train people how to become high-ticket closers and show them how to get jobs on remote closing that can pay them as much as $4,000 per month. month if they are ready to put in the work. Minutes for this session. I'll try to see how I can wrap up even before then. I'm going to be discussing, we're going to be talking together, learning how to build a high value brand, and strategies for increasing your earning power and expand your impact in your marketplace. If you're ready to get started, if you're ready to learn, I want you to leave a chat in the comments right now. I want you to type ready in the comments. If you're ready to get started, if you're ready to learn, I'm looking at the chat box right now. Just type ready if you're ready to learn. Type ready, 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 ready. If you're ready to learn, type ready. Are you ready? Type ready in the chat. Quickly, 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 quickly. I'm buzzing to get started already. Good, 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 good. I can see people in the comments already. Ron, Susan, Jessica, Sumisha, Becky of Lagos, Audrey, Isioma, Divine Favor, Comfort, Nessa. Good to see you all. I'm glad you're ready. I'm ready as well. Let us get started. So let's discuss, how do you build a high value brand, one that makes you money basically and helps you become somebody that's very influential and impactful. Before we go ahead, let's look at what high value means. When they say something has high value, something has high value, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does high value mean? I'd like you to leave a chat in the comments. What does high value mean? When they say something is of high value, what does it mean? When they look at this man and say, this guy, that man is a high value man. That bitch is a high value woman. What does high value mean? What does high value mean? High value, high value. What does it mean? What does it mean? Type it in the chat. Come on, let's learn together. What does high value mean? When it's something is of high value, what does it mean? Fuel right now. Oh my God. Fuel right now is high value. There's no way you want to explain it for me again. That's a perfect example of high value fuel in Nigeria. Okay, I bought fuel today for 515 naira per liter. That's how much I bought fuel today. Usually, I'll fill my tank with 13,000 naira. Will fill my tank, right? My tank is about 65 liters thereabout. 13,000 naira will fill it. But I bought fuel of 10K this afternoon, and it wasn't even up to 20 liters. I'm like, wow, that's nice. That's such a high value fuel. All right, so I can see the chats in the comments already. High value means something that is highly sought after, something that has a lot of worth, a person with distinction, authority, something with so much worth, good, something that you're willing to spend a substantial amount on because it gives you great fulfillment, great excellence and of good quality, a trusted one, great worth. You all have answered very well. So when you say something is of high value, it means that thing is very important, right? When something is of high value, it means it has high equity, right? When you say something is of high value, it means that thing is influential. When you say somebody that's a high value person, it means the person is influential, very profitable. Something that's very profitable is of high value. Something that has high impact is of high value. So we've looked at high value. Now let's look at how to build a brand. How do you build a brand? What is a brand? First of all, what is branding? First of all, people are shouting branding, 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 branding. Me, I know they did all those branding things. I just did. Whether you like it or not, everybody's a brand. Everybody has a brand, whether you like it or not. And what does a brand mean? A brand simply means how people perceive you. That's what a brand is. How do people see you? What do people think about you? What do people say about you when you're not there? Whether you like it or not, in this life, people always say something about you, right? Who sang that song? Anything where you do, they must talk. Flavor, good. Anything where you do, they must talk. People always have something to say about you. Always, always. Always, always. People always have something to say about you. So it is now your duty as a business person, as a creative, as a creator, as a digital creator. It's now your duty to intentionally influence how people perceive you, how people identify you, what people think or say about you. It's not your duty to influence whether you like it or not. See, somebody is minding their own business on on the road. She's always passing the street. She doesn't talk to anybody. She's on her own. Before you know it, what is spreading around, that one she's now busybody now. She's still like saying that she big class everybody. That's brand. So what you want to do as a digital creator, as a creative, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, is to, influence how people see you positively based on the kind of actions you start to take. To influence how people see you positively. For example, I'm here right now, I'm wearing a shirt, I'm talking to you. If I came here wearing maybe just singlets and I tie a bandana around my head and all that, you may not take me very seriously unless they tell you who I am. If you see me on the street right now and people say billionaires, and if you see billionaires, they just dress so casually. For example, one of my mentors, Akinwande, you always see him on black polo, black tees, and like a joggers or a jean with sneakers, unless he's on an official kidney where he now wears his blue senator native and all that, right? And they say, Akinwande, look at him, he's a billionaire. This is how he dresses. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. See, listen, you are not those people, okay? You're not them at all. Those people have invested years, energy, effort, and everything to get to where they are right now, so they can afford to appear like a billionaire-looking simple, quote unquote. They are high-value people already. They've invested a lot into doing that. They have companies that generate millions of dollars. Not you, though. You don't have that yet. Best bet is you have to start looking the part. Don't say, I'm wearing polo and this thing every time. That they will not take it seriously like that. For example, you want to go for a meeting at the government house, you don't wear polo. The security will first stop you on the road. Right? So what you want to do is to look good, look the part, without breaking the bank. That's just basically even one part of branding. Okay? That's just even basically one part of branding. So you have to intentionally influence how people see you. And we're going to get into more details in a bit. And one of the ways you can do that, one of the ways you can own the narrative, one of the ways you can influence your perception or how people see you, is to leverage some things I'm going to be sharing with you right now. How to build a profitable brand, a high value brand. One of the ways you can do that is to leverage some of the things I'm going to share with you right now. The first thing you want to learn how to leverage is digital marketing. Digital marketing. So what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is basically marketing that is done digitally. That is what it is. Digital marketing is basically marketing that is done digitally. So what you want to do is to leverage digital marketing, number one, to build your online presence and reach more customers. To build your online presence and reach more customers. So like I said, digital marketing, if I'm looking down is because I'm not so smart. So have the notes, okay? So digital marketing is basically doing marketing digitally. All right. Now, digital marketing is quite broad. So what we want to kind of narrow down and focus on right now is how to build your online presence and reach more customers. How to build your online presence and online presence. Let's start from there so that we'll start breaking it down bit by bit into chunks to make it easy to understand for everybody. What does online presence mean? What does online presence mean? It can mean your followership online. It can mean where you are present online. Okay? It's not that there's no big fancy grammar explanation for it. Online presence means the place online that you are present. And now how to make that presence known to a lot of people. Okay? That is what we mean when we say building your online presence. That means it means that you have to, choose a social platform. That's the first step in building your online presence. You have to choose a social platform. What social platform do you want to use? What social platform do you want to use? Now, when it comes to picking social platforms, there are a couple of things that come to play, right? First off, your personality. Who are you? Now, see, I believe, and I learned this from one of my mentors, Grant Cardone, I believe that you should be on all social platforms. I believe. But when Grant Cardone wants to introduce you and say, why he wants to say, follow me, he said, he will tell you, follow me on your favorite social platform. What that means is that whenever you go to any of those social platforms, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Clubhouse, and you will find Grant Cardone there. And I've kind of tried to model that for myself. Now, it doesn't mean, excuse me, guys. It doesn't mean that you have to be 100% active on those platforms. But it helps, see, it helps to just have an account there already. Now, Akinwande said something in 2019 that I found like very helpful. So he says, now you feel like you're a young entrepreneur, you've not blown, you've not started, and you have seen TikTok is out and you don't want to create an account on TikTok. Instagram, you have only an account on Instagram, you don't want to have on Facebook, you don't want to have on Snapchat. Now, what's going to happen is when you grow to a particular point on one platform and you start gaining relevance, a lot of people will start impersonating you. So one of the things you're now going to find is, finally, I've grown to 50K on Instagram, 100K on Instagram, and I want to enter TikTok, and you want to now create an account with Digital Creator Chick, and you find somebody with the exact same username. What are you not going to do? You now add 5 underscores to your own. What's the point? So, if possible, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, have social presence there. Just if you're not even going to post all of on all of the platforms at once right now, just create your account first. Let it be there. Let it be there. Let it be that if somebody searches for you on Instagram, they will see you. Somebody searches on Twitter, they will see you. Somebody searches on Facebook, they will see you. Somebody searches on LinkedIn, they will see you. If somebody searches on TikTok, they will see you. Just create it. Let it be there. Make it there. Okay? So you want to choose your social platform. What platform do you want to use? Based on your personality, if you like writing a lot, you may want to do Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, right? If you like video content, photos, you want to do Instagram and TikTok. Me, I'm on all. Both the ones that they write, both the ones that they do video, I'm on all of them. And it's helpful, very helpful. Okay, so choose your social platform. The next thing you want to do, which is the second step, is to publish content like crazy. Publish content like crazy. You have to see, listen, and a lot of people give excuses. I've seen a couple persons come to me and they're like, Joseph Don, you have a nice place, you have a nice office, you have a nice studio, you have equipment, so it's easy for you to record content. It's easy for you to create videos and posts. And I'm like, fam, you don't know. You don't know. If I start telling you my story, anybody that has been following me since 2018, 2019 knew that I started making content with a Techno Y6 phone. Go and Google Techno Y6, look at how the phone is. I started making content with a Techno Y6 phone. That's what I started making content with. And then I stepped up to a Techno Pogo 2. After the Techno Pogo 2, then I started using the Redmi phone. After the Redmi phone, I came down back to an Infinix Hot 9. After the Infinix Hot 9, then I stepped up to Samsung, where I am currently, and then I got a DSLR and all that. But I had to go through the Techno Y6 to get to the point where I now have a digital camera. Gong. And I never gave excuses. I didn't have an office when I started shooting videos. I wish I could probably share my screen and go and show you some of my oldie content. Literally, I used to walk on the street and film. So I used to stay in my parents' house inside an estate. I will come out of the house. I will carry my phone just like this. I will hold it like this. I will walk on the street and I will start. If you have been following me since then, probably just go to my Facebook page. Yes, that's where you're going to see something like that. Go to my Facebook page. It's called Joseph Don Talks Biz. Yeah. Go there, go find my Facebook page. Scroll down. Go to my videos part. Scroll down. You will see those content. And you see, I don't delete them. They're there. The only reason why it's not on Instagram is because Instagram took down my first account. I'll film on the street every day, every week. I'm putting out content every week. You see, when I look at some of those pieces of content now, I laugh. You see me, hello guys, Joseph Don here again. Let me quickly share something with you. Today I want to share something with you. That was it. Hello guys, I'm done here again. So even people see me on the road, they say hello guys, I'm done here again. When you start making, you say, people make a lot of excuses. The truth, and nothing but the truth, is that even when you buy the digital camera, you will not film. If you cannot cultivate the habit of making those pieces of content now, if you cannot cultivate the habit of creating content now, when you buy the equipment, you will not film. That's the truth. You will not. Early this year, I brought out 200,000 naira. I got a podcast mic. I got a PreSonus mic with the amp and all that. And I said I want to step up my content game, and I got that mic. And I said, now that I've spent this much on mic, you will not waste to. I will start blowing up my YouTube channel again. I'll start, inviting people to have podcasts. Guess who hasn't put out a single YouTube video since January? This is June. 6 months, I've not put out a single YouTube video. Every day I go to my office, the mic is just by my table. I mean, I could make an excuse for myself that I'm busy, but man. So listen, if you don't cultivate the habit of making content right now, you will not make content when you have all the equipment. That's the truth. So you have to go hard. Go so hard on making content. Go so hard. Listen, on social media, you can grow in two ways, right? You can grow organically, or you can grow with paid ads. Okay? You can go organically, you can grow with money. So it's either you don't have money, but you have energy and effort. So you're going to put in a lot of energy and effort into making content, whether you're writing tweets, whether you're writing Facebook posts, whether you're creating video content, putting enough effort, energy every day into doing that, or you put in a lot of money to blow it up and let the whole world see it. So when you get started, right, don't bother about the quality. You see, if my video is not sharp, my video is not this, my video is not that. If you see me till now, right? As long as the video you dey hear wetin I dey talk, international audience or awareness, as long as you're hearing what I say, as long as I'm audible, I can pass my message, right? And I look good to a certain level, I will put it out. So one time we did a couple videos in my office, and then I looked at the videos and it looked like the light was not lighting. So it was looking orangish and something. And my assistant said, "Are you still going to post the video?" I did like that. You don't know me. I will post it. I'll post it. They asked Gary V one time, Gary Vaynerchuk. They asked him one time, if my piece of content is not so sharp, should I still post it regardless? And he looked at the guy and said, "Have you heard of I Have a Dream, the famous speech by Martin Luther King?" And the guy said, "Yes." He said, "Dude, that video is blurry and in black and white, but it's all over the world. People know it." Have you seen the famous Apple ad? It wasn't shot in 4K. That old one, go and look for it on YouTube. That old one that says, "This is to the misfit, the round pegs in the square holes, the yada yada yada," and all that. And said, what's that tagline again? It is those that think they can change the world that do. Something like that. Why am I forgetting that thing? I play it all the time. Those that are brave enough to think they can change the world that do. Right? It's in black and white, actually. It's not colored, it's not in 4K. Okay, so when you watch creators, you watch Fisayo Kosudo, you watch Tyler Ania, you watch Korti, you watch Elohor even does good content, you watch Elohor, you watch Salem King, right? Maybe you come and watch some of my content. I see exactly my video is not looking like I cannot post it. Lori Ilo, I mean Lori Ilo, listen, put out the content. Don't bother so much about the quality. What you should focus on is volume. What you should focus on is volume. Here's how it works. You put out the content, you put out a lot of volume. What happens is, as time goes on, you begin to blow up, you begin to fine-tune, you begin to refine, your brand begins to grow, money begins to come in, and then you can afford gadgets. And you can afford to now make your videos look better. But before you get there, there's a journey. There's a journey. You cannot skip from point A and jump to letter H. You start from A, you have B, you have C, you have D, you have E, you have F, G, and then H. So go back, don't focus on quality, focus on quantity. Hope I'm making sense tonight, guys. Hope I'm making sense. If I'm making sense so far, I want you to leave a comment below. Let me know. If I'm making sense so far, if you're following, if this makes sense, then leave a comment below. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Am I making sense? Am I making sense so far? Does it make sense so far? Leave a comment below. Great. I see you all. I see everybody. To him, my bro, I see you. Augustine Grace, Esther Okadibo, I see you. Ada, Marvis, Uju, Obona Chidima, I see you all. Audrey, I see you. Sell Like Crazy Academy, to Michelle, I see you. Great. Now, the third thing is, don't get lost in this. Remember, it's business we came to do on social media. Okay? We not just come to create content. Are you hearing me? We did not just come to create content. We came to make money. So the content is a means to an end. It's not the end in itself. It's a means to an end, not the end in itself. So we are here to make money. That means that the third thing you have to learn how to do and do it very well, is to create products and sell like crazy. To create products and sell like crazy. You know, one of the mediocre things people do, and very flamboyant excuses people give. They say, I want to grow my following to 5K on Instagram first. I want to grow my following to 10K on Instagram first. And then when I grow my following, I can now sell. Listen and listen good. It's just so funny. Because if you cannot sell when you're at 100 followers, you will not be able to sell when you're at 10K followers. So if you cannot sell when you're at 100 followers, you will not be able to sell when you're at 10K followers. So learn how to sell and start selling early. Very important. Listen, I made my first $100 online on Instagram when I was at 100 followers. 2019 was the year. Early 2019. I made my first $100 straight up. My first $100 straight up online. In 2019 on Instagram, I was at 100 followers then. Somebody paid me from Saudi Arabia $100 for my service. Why? Because I was bold with selling. I already created a product and I put it out. Don't be afraid. Do it side by side. I don't want to sound salesy. Sure, I don't sound salesy. I don't sound salesy. I don't put it in, I'm selling too much. How do you think money is made, guys? How do you think money is made? Money is made when you sell. That's how money is made. All money in the world is made by selling. You see MTN ads every day. They don't tell you that they don't want to be salesy. You see Coca-Cola ads every day. Indomie, they are doing ads every day. They're not telling you that they don't want to be salesy because they understand that when you sell, when you market a lot, that's how money is made. That is it basically. Money is made when you sell. So get used to it. Get used to selling, guys. Sell, sell, sell. Okay? It's called digital marketing for a reason. I'm doing digital marketing, digital product creation, digital marketing. You ignore the market, just like people that are doing affiliate marketing, and they say, hey, I have not been making money. I said, sir, they always come to me. They say, sir, I've been doing affiliate marketing for 4 years now. I've not really made money like that. My mentor abandoned me. my mentor, my mentor abandoned me. I look at them. You want to be carried like a baby. It's called affiliate marketing, not affiliate earning or affiliate commission collecting. Affiliate marketing. That means you will market. You will do the marketing. It's called digital marketing. That means you will do the marketing. That means if you mean to come and dance on TikTok, you will dance. If you mean to come and do like this on Reels, now digital creator chick, then they do that on way. That's not my style. But listen, whatever it takes, as long as it's legal, as long as it doesn't go against your values. I'm going to talk about that in the next part of this because I'm done right now. I'm done. I'm just on one more thing, and then we're good. uh, how is it going, guys? Are you having fun so far? Are you learning something? Am I flowing? Are we flowing together? Let me know in the comments. I love the interaction. I love the interaction. Let me know in the comments. Are we flowing together? Are we good? Are we good? So it's called digital marketing. I'm watching the comments, by the way. That means you will market. You will kill the shame and you will market. That's why it's called digital marketing. Okay? Some people say my laughter is at them. It's actually at you if you're doing what I'm saying. So change, repent. I'm going to share one last thing and I'm done. Then we will probably take questions. I learned this from one of my mentors. My mentor is senior friend. His name is Emeka Nobis. And it has done a lot for me personally since then because I've been implementing. I haven't shared it. I shared it in one of my paid courses. So this is like premium content I'm about to give you guys now. Premium content. You have to thank Elohor for that. Digital creator chick. Normally, I've not even made any piece of video content about this particular thing I want to share. Advantage. Here am I. So let's look at how to develop a likable personality. A likable personality. How to develop a likable personality online. Are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? Type red in the comments. Are you ready for this one? How to develop a likable personality. Are you ready for this one? Type ready. I'll do this and I go. Sounds like sounds like all those stand-up comedians. You see, I just do this last one and that's my time. Good. Good, I see you. Oreva, Ogene, well, I see you. Marvis, I see you. Ifidon, I see you. Good, good, good. Adeola, content marketing babe. Audrey, Abimbola, Akintola, I see you. I see you. You see, this Jessica's prime evaluation. So something just came to my mind is I will sell, I will sell, I will sell, oh, I will sell. If I don't sell, Sapphire will make mess of me. I will sell, I will sell, I will sell, oh, I will sell. If I don't say, Sapphire will make mess of me. All right, all right. Let's get into it. How to develop a likable personality. Now, part of making money, right? Part of making money is having a likable personality. And a way to do that is by being social. Okay? You know, when we say social, people think that we're talking about going to the club, smooshing babes, and all that. No, it's not really. Okay? Now, I'm not going to focus on the offline part of socialness. I'm not going to focus on the offline part of socialness. I'm going to focus on the online part. You know, how can you, become social and build a likable personality online? The first thing you want to do is to quit being overly serious. Quit being overly serious. Quit being what? Overly serious. It's not every time you want to post serious things that will change the world. Every time you want to post something serious. If it's not something, if you're not talking about funnels, you're not making a post. If you're not talking about marketing, then they should not call you. If you're not talking about content creation, they should not call you. if you're not talking about becoming a digital creator, digital product creation, they should not call you. You're always serious. Anywhere you see G's to dodge. Anywhere you see G's to dodge. Always serious things. My brand is a serious brand. Well. Listen. No matter how you try, till you die, because we're all going to die anyway. Till you die, you cannot change the world. You can only do your bit. You cannot change the world. You can only do your bit. Everybody will play their part. It's going to have to be a collective effort. Okay? It's going to have to be a collective effort. So, ease up. Ease up, Jare. Post a mirror selfie. When you go to the hotel or something, stand in front of the mirror, take a picture and post it. Post a mirror selfie or something. Poke fun at yourself. Post a throwback photo. Picture of you back in the days, how you started, how you got here right now, and resist the urge to attach one inspirational thing to it. You can just poke fun at yourself. See my head. You must not. You see, some people are so serious that even something that's supposed to be a moment of fun, they will turn it to insightful content. Before and after picture of you, and you say trust the process. Many years ago, I used to be like this, but I focused. I braced up. There were hurdles, there were challenges, but I braced up and look at where I am today. If you're reading this, I'm just writing this to encourage you. Oh, Benny, can you just laugh at yourself for once and let all of us laugh? You must not always be serious. I mean, there are times to teach and all that, but you must not always be serious, guys. You must not. Okay? Try to poke fun, do some fun things. Okay? Do some fun things. Another thing you want to do is to participate in events. That's another thing you want to do, to participate in events. So yeah, World Cup is going on. Yeah, Olympics is going on. Yeah, African Cup of Nations is going on. Yeah, Premier League is going on. You just stay. You stand akimbo, looking morose. You don't care about what's going on. Listen, these are things that your audience care about as well. So get involved in the conversations. Get involved in the banter. Anybody that is a Chelsea fan on my timeline, okay, I'm very holy on Instagram. I'll bring it to Instagram very soon. Anybody that is a Chelsea fan on my timeline, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, I always come for you guys. I'm waiting for Chelsea to lose the next match. And once they lose, you must see my post. Up Chelsea. I used to do it a lot last season. I got so tired of trolling Chelsea this season. I was like, you people should win. Try and win. Win one now. Win one. I feel bad for you people already. So participating, event, Big Brother is happening. Now, personally, I don't get involved so much in Big Brother, but I somehow know what is happening. So from time to time, I can drop one or two things. Ask what is happening. Hilda, listen, Hilda was cooking. Some of you were so serious. You just did. You don't know that's an event. A lot of people, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people were following that thing. And that was your opportunity to say something, join the conversation, throw banter, do something. Hilda was cooking. You just stay, focus on your business. You just kept posting your business. You just kept posting your why? Why? I made one post about Hilda on Facebook. I think on her day 3. And I made the post. It was like let's say like a 15-line post. And I saw the phone blowing on the phone. It was just blowing up, blowing up. I say, ha. Say, hey, you should say no, just to create content about Hilda like this. Hilda was cooking, you just stay. At least banter now, throw something. All of us were claiming her. You not claim. My feed, my feed must be well arranged. You're doing fine feed with 2K followers. my feed must be properly arranged. It must be in blocks. Blue must be this side, orange must be this side, pink must be this side. So I don't want to be posting anyhow. guys, calm down. That one no dey pay. The fine fee no dey pay. You no dey put money for your pocket. Some people have 100 followers, they're doing 5 feet. Some people is your mommy and your brother and sister that are liking your post, you're doing 5 feet. Abba. So participate in events, okay? Participate in events, okay? It shows that you're social and you're in tune with what's going on in the society. Okay, another thing you want to do is to share family antics. That means talk about your family for a bit. Now, you may not want to be sensitive, so you may not want to go into so much details. For example, there's no need talking about your children's school, the name of the school, and all that. It doesn't make sense. Okay, but from time to time, you can maybe talk about your daughter. Follow Emeka Nobi, you see what I'm saying? Follow Niger Branchik. You see, Niger Branchik even use her daughter for an ad once. It must not be your daughter, your sister, your brother. I don't get daughter now. I use my younger sister sometimes. I use my brothers as well. From time to time, my mother, my father, I use all of them. But the security conscious when you're doing it, okay? I use my car. You know how many contents I don't create about my car? I just got a car like 2 months ago, by the way. That's my first car. And I did not borrow money to buy it. I bought it by myself. My dad did not buy it for me. I borrowed my money when I wanted to. Right? And I've been creating even right now. So I'm going to drop the content after I finish the session. I already typed it and so I typed it on the wrong page. So I had to switch and I had to just run. So as I was driving, this is my younger brother's home office, by the way. There was a closest, so I had the meeting and I had to just rush down here to make sure I get the session done. And when I was driving, and then I released something inside my car. You know those silent atomic bomb. In like 1 minute, everywhere I could not breathe. Nobody told me to wind down. I had to wind down the 2 windows for air to enter the car again and for the car to be normal. Now that is a piece of content poking fun at myself. I was about to type it. I just released something hot in this car now. Nobody told me to wind down. Ichoku. That's it. Because you see my audience. I had the haircut yesterday. It wasn't my barber that cut me. So my hair kind of looked somehow. I posted it. Okay? Another thing you want to do, 2 more things, and then I'm done. Another thing you want to do is to tap into human elements. Tap into human elements. What are human elements? Human elements are elements that that are natural to human beings that get them talking a lot and for example, food, sex, religion, these 3. Anytime you say something about it, people are always So if you have been following me on Facebook, you see, you always see me post, and my Facebook followers have started posting as well and getting the memo. I want to eat, I go to somewhere, I want to eat, I take a picture of the food and I post. No matter what you're going through, try chop. And then I post on Facebook, I post on WhatsApp. So now people are they when they want to eat, they take a picture and then they tag me and they say, no matter what you're going through, try chop. They will not tag me Joseph Don. I will not laugh. I say, yes, sabi boy, continue. Right? So tap into the mind, food, sex. If you can talk about sex, I don't have the mind to talk about sex. Emeka Nobis talks about sex. There are people that talk about sex. I cannot talk about sex. Right? But notice that when somebody talks about sex online, you will now see comments, comment. Why? People are hiding behind that person to say what they have always wanted to say and express themselves. A lot of people want to talk about sex, but they don't have the boldness to post it on their own timeline. So they would rather be contributors. They rather be contributors under another person's post. So check anytime something about sex is scandal, something, you will see. Another one is religion. So if you can find a way to tap into these elements, then you can start building a likable brand. Tap into human elements. Finally, polarized opinions. See, sometimes just stay and cause trouble. Good trouble anyway. Polarized opinions. Okay? Are there things that you're heavily opinionated about? Talk about it. Are there things that people believe in? People believe in something, but it's jargon. Talk about it. Okay? One time, Emeka Nobis, he came up and said, this Amazon bestseller thing is a fad, Jerry. And then people attacking from left, right, and center, blah, 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 blah. I've polarized opinions like that as well. And people come from you for left, right, and center. Now, the thing is this. One of my senior friends, his name is Chibueze, Bitcoin Chief. We do some work together, so we are quite close. He said something one time. He said, people that know you will hardly tell others about you. People that like you will hardly tell others about you. It is when people are hating on you that they spread your message faster. Have you ever noticed? I have 4 minutes more. I'm done, guys. Have you ever noticed that when people are being dragged online, their followership increased? Have you ever noticed it rather? That when people are being dragged online, their followership increases. Have you noticed it before? Case study for me was in 2020. They were dragging Desmond Elliott. Desmond Elliott was around 6,000 followers when I saw them dragging him. I looked again, 8K followers. I say, look at this guy who they drag. I looked again, 10K followers, 16K followers. People are dragging this guy that I built bridge with wood in Surulere and did toilet and commissioned it and he was happy. And people are dragging him because of that. And more people are following. What does that mean? When people drag you like that, when people hate on you, when people are trying to spread bad vibes, your true tribe will always still find you and follow you. So if you can polarize opinions, anyway, just do everything in all, right? When you do this in all, remember your values. In all, remember your values. So don't do anything that goes against your values. Do it in a way that it aligns with your personal good values. Okay? Do it in a way that aligns with your personal good values. Somebody says, to be jealous is not for the faint-hearted. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, everybody's day is coming. My other brother we were discussing yesterday. It was yesterday, like three days ago, yeah. 3 days ago we were discussing and he said, anytime you see somebody blow on social media and everybody's praising the person, you can almost count down to the day they will drag the person. Case study is Hilda. She blew up on social media. Everybody was go Hilda, go Hilda, go. I'm rooting for Hilda. Go put window the read for her. I'm rooting for Hilda. I'm rooting for Hilda. Guess what? For the past 2 days, they've been dragging her for eating what? Dog meat. Why? Why? At the very least, okay, you know that it may ruin her chances of getting the Guinness World Record. And you were rooting for her before. So why are you now amplifying it? Why you not just shut up? Make she win the record first. What do I know? Everybody's day for dragging is coming. I believe my day is coming very soon. They will still drag me and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. All right, guys, that's my time with these 3 points of mine. I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you. That I guess more says. Whoa, hello. Thank you very much.
Wow. That was an amazing session. See, I have my notes here. I've written a lot of things.
Whoa.
I've written so much. Thank you so much, Joseph Don, for that amazing session. And Joseph Don has said it all. For you to create high value impact with your brand and be able to expand into the market, you need to understand how to put yourself out there, create an online presence, publish content. Not only people will post, now they know. How do you guys know about me? Why are you here today? Because I talked about it. I put out content in different forms, different ways, and that's how you are here. Maybe because you saw it on Joseph Don's status as well, or maybe you saw it in somebody's page that you're following. You know, why did you click? Because those people are putting themselves out there. They're creating content, right? And then sell. You have to sell. You have to sell something. I've seen a lot of people who keep saying, "Oh, people don't buy from me. They don't pay me because usually when I started, I was doing free. Yes, please do free stuff, but why you do free? Nowhere to create a boundary where you have to make sure that you also sell. Because at the end of the day, you are also here to do business, right? You're also here to do business. Get used to selling. Selling can be weird in the beginning. I studied biochemistry. I did not study marketing. I did not study anything, right? I started learning how to sell from shaking, from getting afraid, to eventually knowing how to sell and getting used to it. So you have to learn. If you don't do it, you will not learn it, right? So how are you able to do all of these things? It's through your content. When you put yourself out, when you create your online presence, how you're not going to sell, how you're going to put yourself out there, and all of those things through your content. And Joseph Don has shared really amazing tips on different ways you can show up and put yourself out there to be able to create high value impact and expand your reach. Yes. And I like that part where you said have your presence on all social media platforms. When you said that, I was like, that is it. I don't use TikTok, but if you go to TikTok and search digital creator chick, you see me there. On YouTube, some of you on YouTube, you have another name. On Instagram is another name. Well done. You don't have the same name across board. By the time somebody take your name on YouTube, I eventually want to come and use it, your eye will clear. Even if you are not ready, just take that name and leave it there. Focus on where you are ready. Then you don't know where you spread to tomorrow. You will need that name because as you begin to grow, you will need it. You will need it. Yeah. So let me stop there. Are there any questions? Thank you so much, Joseph Don, for this amazing session. Like, I learned a lot. I learned so much. Thank you so much, Joseph Don, for this. So anybody has any question they would like to ask Joseph Don. And while we are waiting for questions, if you'd like to learn how to sell, remember Joseph Don is a sales and marketing consultant. He has cracked the code of this guy, get money. You cannot just not talk past there. Joseph Don has a lot of money. He has a lot of money. Yes, please drop your questions. Joseph Don has a lot of money. So if you want to learn more about sales, right, you can start with his course here, which is a sales workshop. The sales strategy workshop. If you want to learn more about sales, you can go and take the sales strategy workshop and start there. Nobody has this. Nobody was born with the skill of selling. You have to learn how to sell, right? The link is in the comments. Go to that link and go and buy that program and learn how to sell yourself. learn different strategies to sell, different tactics you need to sell, so that you don't feel salesy. You don't have to feel salesy. Right now, I'm selling to you guys, and I'm not feeling salesy. I'm very comfortable doing
Guys,
it.
go and buy.
Go and buy.
Buy the
I'm very
sales
comfortable
strategy
selling
of
this to
yours.
you
It's,
because
it's on
because
seller, okay?
I'm used to
That's a
selling.
training where I go deep down and show you how to actually build a sales strategy for your business. There are a whole lot of things I cover there, and is very affordable right now. I think it's about 7,500. You will never see, listen, you never find put out a product on sales. Our community of closers academy will pay from $1,500 upwards. So get this now while it's still there before I change my mind. Go get it.
Thank
Okay.
you. So you have
There's
a
a question
question,
already.
Joseph. Yeah. My question is this: when do I start focusing on quality of content and not just quantity? My TikTok is kind of stuck in this loophole.
When do you start focusing on the quality of your content, not just quantity? See, you're not stuck. There's nothing that is stuck here. Just be putting out the content. Listen, what will happen is there's no defined timeline where you not say, I want to start focusing on quality. It's something that happens. It's something that you grow into. It's something that you get more comfortable in. So you see me putting out content today. You see the style of content I put out, the kind of things I say. I did not always used to say it. I used to say 1,001 things, but as time went on, the more I created, the more I knew that okay, this is the direction I want to start going now, and I became more intentional about it. Okay, so though if you're still bothered about I want to do quality or quantity, then keep putting out what you're putting out. As time goes on, it go click. Nobody go tell you when it click. You will just know that okay, this is the direction I want to start going in, and you will go there. Listen, and over time it will even change. So if you notice in 2019, 2020, I was still putting out content on sales and marketing, crypto trading, and a couple other things, right? But if you come to my page right now, you're majorly seeing sales and marketing, right? I'm probably building a profitable online business and all that. Why? Because my direction changed, my focus changed, and I shifted as well. So there is no destination called quality. Quality, the meaning of quality to you will keep changing as your direction, as you keep pivoting, as your direction and your path keeps changing. That is it basically. I have a
Thank you
question.
very
After
much
how
for
long
that.
do
So
you
we'll just take two more questions. Someone said, I have a question. After how long should one start selling online?
immediately? Immediately. Listen, there's this temptation to, and I started that way anyway. But if I have to start again, I won't do it. There's this temptation that says you have to start giving out a lot of free value, free value, free value, free value. And when people have not took on the value, they now start telling you, sell us something. It's not true. People can be drunk on your free value for years and they will not ask you to sell them anything. Right? So if you can start selling immediately, start. That's my advice for you. Of course, you keep putting out your free content, you keep generating your leads and all that, but have something that you have for sale. Have something that somebody DMs you and say, "Oh, I actually need help with this." Have something that you can offer them. Have something that somebody clicks on the link on your bio, they'll see something that you can buy. It doesn't mean that every morning you wake up, you now do a video and say, "Hey, you have to buy the content to Cash Master class." It doesn't mean that that's what you have to do literally, but have something. Have something. If somebody clicks on the link on your bio, will they see anything to buy? If somebody wants to buy a product from you, do you have anyone right now? So you don't have to wait for 10 years or 6 months or have something. It mustn't be a product. It can be an affiliate product. You can just have something for sale already. The thing is that
Thank you very
once you
much.
start selling, once you start selling anything at all, you start building your sales and your resistance muscles. Once you start selling anything at all, any freaking thing at all. So look for something and start selling. All right.
Thank you. So the final question would take, how do you tackle an objection when a customer says your offer is too expensive?
Hmm. Want to enter objection handling masterclass. So there are a couple ways to do that. When the customer says it is too expensive, what I want to first do is to pause and ask the customer, money aside, let's say the money wasn't the problem. Is this something you want to buy right now? and they say yes. Okay, no, first I agree. So the first rule is to agree. Always agree. That's the first rule. So they say it's too expensive. And I'm like, I agree. I mean, it's expensive. Do you expect something of this quality to not be expensive? I mean, this is what you need. This is what you have said you wanted. Do you expect it to be anything lesser than expensive? It's expensive, but it's also worth it. I mean, do you want to buy something that you buy tomorrow and you start complaining? Now, another way you could do it is to ask them, money aside, right? Would you want to get this if, let's say, $10,000 was not an issue? Is this something you would want to get? And they are like, yes. So you're saying if you have $10,000 right now, you want to solve this problem with this product, and they're like, sure, yes. Like, great. So I understand where you are right now. It's quite expensive because you're about to do something new and it feels hard. But again, if it feels hard, it happens in every other aspect of life. You want to enter into a new relationship, it's hard. You want to move into a new compound, it's hard. You want to start a new job, it's a difficult decision, so it's going to be hard for you. So I understand that. But I want you to take a chance. And if the person says, oh, yeah, I really want to do it, but I don't have the money, then you now throw a question at the person. So, how do you suggest I help you? Don't say, okay, I'm going to reduce the price by 50%. The time your price is okay, I'll give it 50% discount. Why? So, how do you suggest I can help you? And then you go like, do you do payment plans? That is what you want. But you don't want to be the one to bring up the payment plan first of all. So, yeah, do you do payment plans? Yeah, sure. So of course we can do a payment plan. You can do a down payment of 50% and spread the payment across. So you can do this. What are you comfortable doing? And then go ahead and close the deal. For more details, get my sales training. Come and learn in Community of Plus Academy and all that. We'll give you
Thank you very much.
in-depth
Thank you
info.
so much, Joseph Don. This session has been more than amazing. So that's the last final question we're going to take because of time. And I believe that everybody has really learned. In fact, even me, I've learned new things. I got new ideas. Thank you very much. And if you are here, you click on the link, go and get the sales strategy workshop so that you're going to learn more about selling, about these objection things. How do you handle objections, all of those things. Go and learn them. Joseph Don is the man for you, is the person for you when it comes to this thing.
So
Thank
I
you
actually
so
have
much,
a
Joseph
product.
Don.
Sorry, just before you
Okay.
go, if you go on my
Okay.
seller store, I actually have a product called Sales Script, the ultimate sales script, something like that.
Okay,
You check on
sales
my
script. All
seller
right.
store. It's there. You can get that. So it just helps you handle sales objections like this.
Okay.
Thank you
So
very
once you
much
click
for
on
having me
that
here.
link, you'll be able to see his store, and you can also buy the ultimate sales script to handle objections and all of those things for people who are asking about objections. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joseph Don. God bless you. We love you.
I'll be
Bye.
right
Thank
back.
you.
Take care of yourself.
All right. Bye. Wow, that was an amazing session, guys. You guys learned so much. Now we're going to be moving to the next thing. Do you guys learn? Do you guys learn? Did you guys learn something? Was this session worth your time? Let me know in the chat before we move to the panel session. It's time for the panel session, guys. It's time for the panel session now. We're going to be bringing people who have experienced things, have gone through a lot of things, have been able to stand the test of time to share their journey with us. Amazing, amazing. I can see all of that. So we're going to start the panel session in a minute, right? So just give us 1 minute and we'll start the panel session.
What happens when Instagram meets LinkedIn, meets WhatsApp, meets Telegram, meets Twitter, meets YouTube, meets Substack, meets every course platform out there? You get the Brands That Connect Hub. It's a community of tech brands, freelancers, digital creators, business owners, and marketers who want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers into loyalists, and their staff into ambassadors. Here's the difference between each plan in the BTC Hub. Tech Brands Plan is for founders who want to attract users, customers, clients, and investors. And these people want to build a brand that connects with the core of all the stakeholders that they are trying to attract. For the Small Business Plan, it's one that is tailored towards people who have a product business and want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers to loyalists and their staff to ambassadors. On the other hand, The marketers or the storytellers plan is designed for digital creators, service providers, coaches, consultants, storytelling enthusiasts, marketing and branding personnel who want to build compelling brands that truly resonate with their audience. So if you want to try this out for free today, you can see a link on your screen.
Yo, we're back. So it's time for the panel session. I'm going to be bringing up our moderator. Meet Adesua. There will be our able moderator, and she's going to be moderating the panel session for us today. She's going to be moderating the panel session for us today. Adesua is going to be moderating the panel session. Adesua, we can't see you. I don't know. And our panelists are also here. We have Chesa in the house. We have Dr. Sapphire in the building. And then we have Fatima as well in the building. Hi, Fatima. Hi. Your mics are on mute. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Good evening. Good to see you guys. You guys are looking so fine. Oh my God, damn. I feel like let me go and hide my face. It's so good to have you guys here. So I think our moderator is having connection issue. But while we wait for her, I'm going to try to moderate the panel session before she gets here, before she gets back, so that we don't keep people waiting. So are you guys ready for the panel session? Hey!
Let's go. Hi, Zafiro.
We're ready. Hi, Chesa.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Hi, Fatima.
Hi.
Hi, Fatima.
So the title of the panel session today is Navigating Multiple Roles and Challenges, Insights from Diverse Experts. We have Chesa here. She's a brand designer. She's a brand strategist. She's also a data analyst. In fact, she's a lot of things. She's also a baker. She's also a wife and a mom. We know how she's doing it too. Then we have Dr. Sapphire that is saying, wow. She's a doctor. She's a coach. She's an email. Even only doctor alone, they cancel. It's a lot. We want to find out how you're doing it. Then we have Fatima here. Our Fatima works with a lot of people. Like, how do you handle people based on what you do? She's a Facebook ads. She's an advertising expert. She fixes ad problems. She does a lot of things. She does social media. Let me never start. They shall do a lot of things. And that is why I bring them here today. Let them come and tell us how they are doing all these things. All these plenty things that they are doing. Because even me, only the one thing that I'm doing is stressing me out, right? So welcome everyone to the panel session on navigating multiple roles and challenges, insights from diverse experts. Yeah, she's a lot of things. So guys, get ready. All right, so we have with us today 3 distinguished speakers. We have Dr. Sapphire. You can find her on Instagram as Zafiro. We have Chesa. You can find her on Instagram as Creative Max Media. And we have Fatima. You can find Fatima on Instagram as Grow My Craft. All right, so each of them brings a unique perspective and set of experiences to the table. So today, how this panel session is going to work, I have 2 sets of questions for each of you. So you have 4 minutes to answer one question. So I'm going to start with Dr. Sapphire. So you answer 2 questions, 4 minutes to answer one, 4 minutes to answer the other, but I'll ask you one after the other, right? So let's start with the first one. Are you guys ready? Hey,
we're ready.
We are ready.
So Dr. Sapphire, as a doctor and an email marketing expert, have you ever encountered moments when you felt unqualified to excel in both domains? How did you navigate through this challenging phase of self-doubt and find your footing?
Okay. I didn't see that question coming anyways, but I don't think it's an unfamiliar one. So have I ever had moments of self-doubt? Yes, I have. I've had moments of self-doubt. I don't know if I've had moments of self-doubt about the 2 at the same time, but there were times when I felt like, okay, it's like, so I always tell people that yes, I'm doing medicine I'm practicing, right? So I was at work this morning. I worked this morning. So I'm practicing and I'm doing email marketing. Since I came back, like I have this paper here. I've been brainstorming email ideas for one of my clients. So there are times when I feel like one is getting more overwhelming than the other, and I start to ask myself questions. And then some days, depending on what happens, like I have to sit back and ask myself, it's like, do you really know what it is that you're doing? And even though those moments aren't often, so there, I would say there are a lot, because I'll say I've come a really long way. So it's not something that I have as often as maybe when I started, right? But there are still times that it comes up, and it comes in different forms. So what do I do? I feel like one of the things that has worked so well for me is the fact that I have a good support system, right? And it's something that personally has really worked for me, because I used to tell people that medicine is like a first wife and is a very jealous one, and then email marketing is like a second wife. And so you know how it can be sometimes when you have all those family disputes and things like that. But then you know which one is the first wife and you know which one is the second wife. So yes, I want to do the two, but I know the one that is first for me and the one that is second. And then sometimes one could be higher than the other, but most of the times I know which is first and which is second. So one thing that really worked for me is having a support system. My support system includes my immediate family. My support system includes my friends, and they are not even with me physically, all of them. My support system includes the people who I have met on and offline. There are people I have connected with. I met Elohor online. That was like 2020, 2021. So there are people I've connected with on and offline that
Yeah.
sometimes I can reach out to, or sometimes they just check up on me. And I feel like they are usually led to check up on me. And when they check up on me, I could be going through something. And then in that moment that they check up on me, I share. And then the ideas they share with me, helps me come out of this. And I can picture two very vivid moments that happened earlier this year. One was with Elohor. She randomly asked me, I don't know what I replied to on her story. And before you know it, we had a whole long conversation. And then another one was with them, the process toolbox. Yeah. I can't like it just starts out randomly. And before you know it, people are in your circle that can help you solve your problem, you know. Then and the final support system I'll say I have is the community that I have around me, the people that cheer you on. I see some of them in the comments already. The people that you know that you have to show up for. And sometimes they just send you messages and you just feel like it's a random message, but that message comes in at a very timely moment that it does nothing but spoil you. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the God factor for me personally. There are times when it's like all I can do is just pray. It's not like it's kabashing and fasting and all of those things, but it's just that from my lips to God's ears kind of thing, because I'm like, see, I don't even know how I want to do this, but I need help. And help just comes my way. Help comes my way in the form of people, sometimes people that I will never expect help to come from. So, for example, before this session started, there was a way I had planned to appear for this session. And I was just like, oh, my session is about to start. I was talking about my friends, and the person is like, oh, have you done this? Have you done that? Do this. And it was just somebody that just came into my corner and just like it was not supposed to happen. But this person just says, do this, do that, do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it, and all of that. And that was just help for me. And so that's something that I'll say has helped me to be able to overcome having a support system and the God factor.
Wow, that's really amazing, and I concur to what you say. Having support system and God factors, like everybody here, all of you here, I met all of you online. I think I saw Chesa by chance last week. Not really good scene. We just saw hello
I
passing,
know.
but we've known each other. We've known each other since 2020 online, and we've supported
Sure.
ourselves one way or another. Same thing as Process to Box, as Sapphire, even grow my craft. I just met her recently too when I was launching Grow Challenge, and we're here today, right? So that support system is very good, and God, of course, God is a very good factor, because I know studying medicine can be a lot. In fact, being a
Yeah.
doctor, you spend hours in the hospital, then you now still come back, you still be doing training. How are you doing it?
Doing
Doing email marketing, doing this. I'm like, how is this get? Sometimes I just be like, how is this girl doing this thing? So it really inspires me, and thank you for sharing this with us. So the second question is, you previously worked as a Canva designer. There was a time where you were doing Canva design, you were doing email marketing, could you share the reason behind your decision to focus solely on email marketing? What motivated you to specialize in this particular area? Why did you stop Canva and just focus on email marketing?
Okay, so I was doing Canva in 2020. When I came into the online space, I first started as a faith-based creator, and then I slowly pivoted into Canva design, and it was something that came easy for me. So as at that time, I used to design. I was running a cake business. So when I was in medical school, I ran a cake business for 4 years, the Cake
Wow.
Doctors. We still have our Instagram page. So I used to do like the designs for our brand. I had a business partner, my very good friend. So I used to do the designs for our brand. And then during that COVID period, we did this bake at home challenge, which was an online baking class. And then I did this ebook design for it. And people just kept asking me questions. Oh, you did this, you did this, you did that. And I'm like, oh, this Canva that I play with, people are sounding like this thing is so amazing and so great. And so I said that, oh, okay, do you know what? I could actually teach this thing since I'm getting inquiries. And so I started, creating a whole course and all of those things because I wanted to teach it. And I really put my heart into it. And then one of the things that I learned when I was trying to create that course was that every big person was telling me the money was in the list. And it's like you needed to have an email list. And if you don't have an email list, and every single big person, I wanted Amy Potterfield, all those big people, they all had email lists. Like they were always releasing one masterclass or the other. And I felt like that was the way to go. So even though I was in Canva design, I now wanted to do my own email list. So at the point, I had a faith-based list. Then I had a list for Canva design. And then at the point, I did this 21 days Canva challenge. And I also used it to grow my list and all of those things. But in the midst of that, I really wanted the email marketing to work for myself. It was a personal thing for me. It was that they're saying the money is in the list, but I'm not making any money. I'm not making any sale. Nothing. Shishi, shimbai, nothing. Do you understand? And it was frustrating. I was pained because I'm like, I'm writing, I'm doing challenge, I'm doing this. People are coming in, but they're asking me nonsense questions. So I knew that something was off. And so because of that, I just did more like a deep dive. So as at that time, it wasn't because I wanted to master email marketing. It was just because I wanted to win at it. Do you understand? Like, I just really wanted this thing to work for me. Like I'm doing this thing because I want to make sales, and this is why how they are telling me to do it. And I'm doing all the things I feel like they're telling me to do, and it's not working. So I wanted to do a deep dive. So I kept on learning, kept on taking courses, and then one day I realized that like I knew a lot about this because people would ask questions. I'm like, this simple thing. Why are people asking like it's hard? And so usually that time I'll just answer questions in communities. Like I'll just be answering so many questions on the social media here from different communities. And I realized that a lot of people still see me as an expert. And all I was doing was sharing the knowledge I had gotten because of my experience. And so I started doing it, but I was just talking about it passively, not very actively, until somebody who is also a friend of mine now that I met on Instagram reached out to me and she's like, oh, that she knows I do email marketing. That if she's to do this thing if I'm doing this thing for her brand, how much will I pay her? I'm like, oh, people want to pay me to do this thing. Because if she had asked me to do that thing for her for free as at that time, I would have said, oh, sure, send me your details. I'll set it up. But then she was like, how much will I charge? I did not have a price. I did not have anything. I started thinking and I just called a random number. I think I called like 7,000. Then for the second thing she
Oh,
asked me to do
wow.
in total, it was like 15,000. I was like, oh, I will do the email for you, set up the automation, one thing, one thing. In total, I think it was like
So it was
15,000.
at that point you discovered that you don't want to do Canva again.
No, I don't think it was at that point because at a point, I was actually doing the two. And I will be
Yeah.
asking questions. I remember one time I was asking Eva, I'm like, how do I merge two things that are so diverse? And people will be saying things like you need to pick one or you can do 2 pages. And I know to do 2 pages and all of those things. But I feel like what just happened was nature just took its course. So I didn't actively decide in my
Oh,
head to stop doing Canva. But as I continued to grow, one just became predominant. And at a point, I realized that I
and
could
that's how
easily
you
just
got
let
here.
go of the other one. So I think it
Wow.
was just a growing process for me. Because if you had asked me, oh, leave Canva, focus on email marketing, as at where I was initially, I would have said no. I would have told
You
you I'll
wouldn't have
find a
done
way
that.
to
Yeah.
make it. Yeah, but as I grew,
Amazing. Amazing.
it just, took over.
Amazing. Wow, that's really
So that
so
was it.
basically you just showed up with what you know, and you know clarity begin to come, and nature just took a course and you found yourself here. And I think that's what happens with many of us. Even me, I started with Facebook ads, from there I moved to courses, from there I moved to, there's a lot of, the story is very long, but then at the end of the day, it's from showing up with what I know. The more people started asking me for more things, I'm like, okay, I can do this thing, I can do this thing. And that's how I started pivoting little by little. Thank you very much for sharing that journey. So if you are here and you feel like, oh, you're doing too much, I think this should be a motivation to you. Probably you're not doing too much. You just need to find a way to either segment them or just keep showing up in a way that eventually you'll be able to find that one thing that speaks for you. Or maybe lean towards the one that is more predominant, the one people are asking more of you. People are asking more of that from you. Say, oh, do this for me, do this for me. But I also believe that that lady coming to meet you, asking you for email marketing service, also helped in a kind of way to decide that I think I want to take email marketing seriously. Yeah, thank you very much, Sapphire, for sharing that. It's really really insightful. Okay, so the next question is for Chesa. So how are we going to do this? I think we'll do it one after this. If I ask Chesa one question, I'll ask Fatima one. So everybody will speak. Okay, Chesa, are you ready for me?
Yeah, I
All right,
am.
great. Great. Exactly. Chesa, you juggle multiple roles as a mother, a wife, a business analyst at your day job, a brand and graphic designer, and now you are a baker. Ah, it's impressive to see how
I
you manage
know.
all of these things. You know, could
Honestly,
you shed more
yeah.
light on how you maintain a balance between your family, day job, brand design work, and your new venture as a baker? How do you manage all of these things?
Now, that's a long sheet, right? It's a very long one. I don't even know how I do it. And finding a balance with all these multiple roles is a daunting task. Yeah, it's challenging. I wouldn't say it's easy, but one thing that gets me through is the way I find fulfillment in each and every one of them. So it's been said multiple times that when you're doing something, make sure what you're doing is what you love, right? So I got to find out that some of the things that I love to do is what I'm doing. So somehow it's not like it's a chore, right? Because I love to do those things. Okay, so talking about all the multiple roles. Firstly, I don't joke with my work with God, right? So that's where I draw my source from. Okay, so whenever I'm feeling worn out, I just go back and I go and, refuel, that kind of thing. Then as a mom, I have very little kids. I have some that are grown as well, and a lot of times it's not so easy juggling them because you have a lot of things coming up. They will have to go to the hospital. They have to do immunization. They will have to do assignments. So it's a lot. So how do I juggle all these things? One thing I do is I prioritize, right? So I try to, okay, all these things I'm doing. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work, I bake, I do graphic design, right? Which one is the top of my list? Which one is most important to me? So what I do is my family, it's at the top, right? And then, of course, doing graphic design and baking, because it's not something I do full time, I have to put my day job ahead of it, right? Because that is where I get my daily source of income. So I tend to put that next. So, but the first thing I do is my family. Now, how do I juggle family? Because most of the time when I get home, I'm tired after the long traffic and then the long commute home and the travel. What I've learned to do is I've tried to delegate. You understand? I remember a story that I would like to share. Before, I was very particular about my girls and their hair. So what I do is on Saturday, all of us would go to the salon and I'll spend the whole day there. and then would not do anything else. So what I did was, of course, it's going to cost more money, but what I did was to get someone to come home, right, and do the hair. So while the person is doing the hair at home, I can now have time to do other things while the person is doing the hair at home. So you see how I've been able to, you know, gain more time for myself, because I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't be
And still bond
overdotted.
with family.
Exactly. So they're still home. And then, it created more time for other things. So I'm able to do other things, right? So I prioritize, like I said, prioritizing and setting realistic expectations. So I'm not just saying, okay, I want to, even for the design, if you notice, I don't take more than I can chew, right?
Yeah.
So if you come to me with the design job, I'll tell you, do you have, like, somebody that came to me a few days ago? I said, I'm not able to do anything right now. If you can wait till next week, if you can't wait, it's fine. All right. I could refer you to somebody else. There are many of us. So that's what I do with the additional work. So with design, I try to say, okay, set realistic deadlines. If I can do it in 3 days, I'll tell you I'll do it in 5 days so that I can deliver in 3 days. Do you understand?
Wow, that's
So
really
that,
nice.
yes. So I'll tell you 5 days so that when I'm able to deliver, I'm over, how do you say it? Over promising, Abby? Under promise and over
You're
deliver, right?
under promising and over delivering. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So that's the thing.
Oh, that's
And
that's
then,
that's really good.
yes. So, and then developing effective, time management strategies. So for me, I wake up in the morning, I have the little book. I have this little book where I I just write down what are the things that I need to do in the day. When you see this book, you will see clients, this, clients, that. So I try to prioritize and say, okay, these are the things that I need to do through the course of my day, and which one, it's more important
Comes
than the
first.
others. And then I also try
Amazing.
to, yes, I try to seek support, right now. Even with my graphic design, I've gotten someone else that helps with the design as well. So I'm not keeping my clients waiting. So assuming at my work I have a deadline and I'm not able to meet up, I push it out to the person. So my some of my clients know, oh, she has somebody that works with her now, and I push it. So what I do is I now review the work and say, and this guy, do this work, and then we're pushing out to the guy, and then take care of yourself. This one, I don't know. I can't come and kill myself.
Oh,
But
4 minutes is
as
up.
I'm,
Yeah.
yeah, take care of yourself. I try to take care of myself as much as I can, just find time.
Wow, that's
Sometimes I
really
just
good.
doze off, leave everything, just sleep,
It's really
you
good,
know?
yeah. And I like
Yeah,
what you
Yes,
said,
so true.
prioritizing everything. So you already know that you have four different things that you're doing:
yeah,
family, your graphics work, baking, and your day job. So now you prioritize your work. Which one comes first? Family first, then your
mm,
day job, then the other ones comes next, right? And then inside
yes,
that same work, you still have to prioritize your day. Like, okay,
yes,
every single day, what am I doing for family? What am I doing for my day job? What am I doing for this brand? What am I doing for this? And then you prioritize which
exactly.
one comes first, and like that.
Yes,
That's really good. And also delegating and trying to also be able to manage your time. Time
mm.
management is a really big thing
It's very
for
key, very key.
it's a
Yeah.
very big thing for a lot of us. Even me that I'm not married and myself, I still struggle with time management. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
that, Chesa. So before I ask your second question, right? I'm going to ask Fatima her own question. So, Fatima, your work involves assisting people with fixing their ads, ranging from those who have forgotten their passwords to those who have faced multiple unsuccessful attempts in solving their problems. Can you share your experiences of working with such diverse individuals? How do you handle situations where you're unable to resolve their ad related issues?
Okay, so from what you just said, at the beginning, I was always like asking myself, is there anything wrong while people do not have it? You're always logged into your account, yes, but how is it possible that you don't know your logins? Like, what's going on? I used to find that like maybe you're trying to punish me or something. But one thing I usually do is that immediately you tell me, maybe you come to me, we've already analyzed what we are going to do and the solution we're going to go with. What I will ask is, do you know your logins? If you don't know your logins, what I already did is I already created like videos you can follow through. So even if you don't know your let us say you don't know your password, at least you know your email address, you know your phone number. and you use your phone number to log in and use the forgot password option. Finish. That's just it. I don't stress myself. Just send forward the videos to them. Go through the videos within 5 minutes. You'll be able to do it yourself. And if you're not able to do it yourself, and I see that okay, I have time on my hands, I'll just say that okay, do you know the phone number offhand, or do you have the phone number with you, or do you have the email address with you? And if you have it with you, that should be fast, because when you try to use the forgot password option and everything, you can always get codes easily. So with the codes, PM, we are already done. That's how
Wow,
I've made
but,
it
but,
very,
but,
very
but that's really nice. So basically, when you found out that this thing was actually a problem, you decided to create a solution where you create a walkthrough video. Because the
yes,
truth is, if you
exactly.
have 10 clients, you cannot do it for, there are times where you'll be frustrated. You cannot be helping
Very,
10 clients
very.
sort out their forgot password.
Yes,
So you
yes.
just had to find a way to just create something that can help them do. What if they're not able to follow through your video? What do you do? Did you let them go or what?
No, I usually get that question, but the videos I do, it is a very, very simple video. It's not the one that comes with maybe 100 steps. No, within 3 steps, you are good to go. So if we have an issue there, I can just point out that, okay, this is what you need to do to get to the next one, and you are good to go.
Oh wow, amazing. Thank you very much for sharing that. So Chesa, I'll come back to you. Your question is very big and broad. So the final thing I want to ask you is on time management. Because it's easy to say manage your time, manage your time. How are you managing time? How are you setting the time management thing? How are you doing it? Is it like you set alarms? What exactly do you do when you say time? I know we've understand the prioritizing part, prioritize the things you need to do. So how do you now manage your time? So for example, let's say you have 10 things to do today and they're all of priority. How do you manage your time? You only have 24 hours in a day. How do you do it?
The first thing I say, we already spoke about prioritizing our task. Okay, the main thing that I want to say is set realistic goals, because I feel like a lot of times we just pack everything and we feel like, oh, I can do this. So I set realistic goals. During the course of the day or during the course of my week, I know the amount of things that I can do based on the everything that I have. Okay. So I create a schedule, right? I already know that I have a day job, which is going to take me 9 to 4 p.m., right? And I have about 1 hour, 30 minutes commute. So between that 9 o'clock and 5:30, I can't do anything. There's somebody already, an activity that I've already blocked out for that period, which is my day job, right? So there's nothing else I can do during that period. So what I do is during the course of the day, I'm a mom and everything. So what I do is I can plan and say, okay, like today now, that is between yesterday and today, I've gone to get. Just give me a minute. Okay, so between Saturday and Sunday, I've been able to get things done in terms of preparing the kids for school, preparing what's, as in writing a schedule of what they will take on each day. Are you understanding? So I know that this is the amount of things that I need to get done, right? So that's how I manage that, because what it means is that I'm going to run into risk of I'm coming back from home and I've not even planned what is going on for dinner. Do you understand? So between Saturday and Sunday, I've already planned, oh, these are the things that we're going to take Monday, Tuesday. And so I plan my day like that. So I create a schedule. I've already said 9 to 5. I've already blocked that out for my day job. Now, what I also do is I get to my work most times between 7 and 7:30. So what I do between that 7:30 and 8:30, for example, is if I have any quick thing to do on my phone, maybe respond to DMs, follow up with clients, and all that, I do it within that time. So that's what I do between 7:30 and 8:30. So I try to, and one thing I've also noticed is when I try to multitask, I get nothing done. I don't know if any other person has a contrary view, but you see multitasking, you feel like you can do 10 things at the same time. For me, I feel like it's a thief of time. Sapphire, Sapphire, you are nodding. Are you
It's
agreeing with
true.
me? Yes.
Yeah.
when you try to multitask, so what I've learned to do recently is I don't try to juggle so many things at the same time. If I'm focusing on a particular design, I leave every other thing, do that design and deliver it, right? And you find out that you get to do more things when you say, okay, let me focus. The power of focus is very important. And I try to minimize distractions as well. So what I do most times, because I can't do much within that 7, 8, 9, when everybody's asleep, that's when I work. By that time,
Wow.
everybody, yes, because that's the only time I get quiet. If not, I'm going to be hearing mommy there, and I can't concentrate. So I try to minimize distraction. And I already mentioned it, delegate and outsource. This life
And
is
are there
only
times
one.
where you let go of work? Like, so maybe you know that you cannot do this thing today. Maybe you're supposed to deliver is of priority, oh. But
Hmm.
then you know that you cannot do it. So you will not prioritize and say, oh, like, I will leave this in and face and focus on my high priority, which is my family. Are there times like that?
Yes, yes, there are times like that. But one thing I want to say, when you have that particular incident, you must have seen it that, oh, this job I cannot deliver within this time. Please communicate. Communication is very important. Truth of it is that I spoke to a client, was it 2, 3 days ago, and I said, oh, sorry, I can't deliver this thing to you. And these are my reasons. And I was able to tell the client at least 2 days before the thing was due. The client, I said, please, I'm going to be late a day or two. So you communicate, because most times when we have issues with people is you're not communicating, you're waiting for the last minute to tell the person that you can't do it, right? And that's where the problem is. So with communication, you'll be able to say, okay, I can deliver, oh, I can't deliver this thing when I should. Now, those times when I can't deliver, what I did was to get a backup, right? Like I mentioned, for design,
Okay.
I have a
Great.
backup.
Yeah.
Do you understand? If I know that it's getting to 3 days, 4 days, and I have to deliver within 7 days and I can't deliver, I'll get my team member to get it done, right? If it's baking, what I can do is to tell you, oh, for this baking this week, I can't do it. And one problem we have with people is we find it difficult to say no, because you feel like if I say no, I can't do this thing, the money is going to pass you by. The truth of it is that what if you collect the money and you're not able to deliver? You have damaged your reputation. So why don't you go ahead and say, oh, I can't do this at this particular time? So I've learned a lot. I'm going to lose the money, yeah, but at that time I still have my reputation intact, because the client is not going to go to
Yeah, I
Instagram
love
and
that.
call me out. Do you understand? So I tell you, no,
Yeah.
I can't handle this at this particular time. Okay, please find somebody else, or will you like me to refer to you to somebody else? So those are
Amazing.
part of the ways that I've been able to cope with
Manage
that,
time.
manage time.
Thank you
So I
very
hope it
much.
made sense
So,
to
guys,
somebody.
yes, it does. Don't take more than you can chew. It's better you let go of the job or find a way to get somebody to do with somebody that you trust. And I think that brings us to when you start growing. I see Sapphire doing that, which is something I really love. When you start growing, you should start training people as well. Because you get to a point where you cannot do things on your own anymore. You will need people to
Yes,
start. And that's something I'm
True.
exactly.
also learning to do
Yes.
now. Start training people so that when you give it to them, you'll be comfortable and sure and confident this person can do this thing. And that's something that Sapphire is really doing now. She's doing it very well, and I really admire her for that. And Chesa too does that. But I don't know if Fatima does that, but I believe she does because she handles a lot of people, and I'm not sure she does that all by herself. All right,
I
so
don't think I
Fatima, the
can
last
do it
question.
myself.
The last question for you is: have you ever encountered situations where you were unable to fix people's hard problem despite your best efforts? How did you manage such instances and ensure that the person doesn't feel discouraged or frustrated?
Um, there are times that we might not be able to fix the issue at that time, and most times the issue comes from Facebook, especially. So it will not be like, okay, I cannot do it or anything. It will be that maybe, okay, Facebook is having glitches, Instagram is not allowing us to change this, change that. You understand? And you know how these social media platforms work. Sometimes it might be going really well. Okay, let me give you for an instance. Maybe you are trying to create a content now. You've already created the content, everything is going on well. You've already edited it, and it's time for you to post, and it's like 3 hours.
you can't post, you can't do anything. You understand? That's how it happens whenever you're fixing these issues too. Sometimes you can go on Facebook and you might not even be able to create a Facebook page at all. And sometimes you might even be trying to, or normally anybody can connect your Facebook and Instagram platforms together. But sometimes you might not even be able to connect it. So these issues come from this platform. So what we try to communicate, as she said, what try to do is that we try to communicate
Are you here, Fatima? I think we lost her. Okay, so while we wait for Fatima, if you have any questions, please ask. And if your question is directed to a particular person, please say this question is for Chesa. This question, okay, Fatima, you're back.
oh sorry, a call came in.
No problem. Okay. So while we're waiting for her, somebody asked a question here. So who will answer it? Chesa, Sapphire. What about the one person CEO that cannot delegate, that do all the job themselves?
Can I say something?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
okay.
Okay,
I
Fatima
used to
is
be
back.
that.
Let allow her. Okay,
Okay.
sorry. Fatima, please. Okay.
All right, so what I try to do is that we try to communicate to the clients, okay, this is what is happening, this is what is going on. So at least every most business owners on Instagram know that anything can happen. So
We can't
when we
hear
already
you, Fatima.
communicate, hey, hold on one second. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So what we do is that we try to communicate to the clients, okay, this is what is happening, this is what is going on. So
Okay, so let's go on. Sorry, Sapphire, you can answer this question. You wanted to say something about the question.
Okay, yeah. So Jessica's question: what about the one person CEO that cannot delegate and that does all the jobs themselves? That used to be me. I'm the one person CEO. See me here. And I used to find it very hard to delegate because I felt like nobody could do it as well as I could. And number two, there was this pride in being able to handle so many things. And it's like, you'll be telling people as if you're going through a lot, but low key, you're proud about it. I'm like, oh, and I had to do this and I did that. But I realized that
I know that feeling.
somewhere, somewhere along the line, nobody will tell you, you will delegate because things will begin to happen, especially if you're growing. The minute you start growing, you will know that you need to expand. And expanding your capacity is not like you growing multiple tentacles. It's by you setting up a system under you. And that system is by delegating. There are people I can reach out to them. I'm like, oh please, I need help with this. Oh, just be doing this particular thing for me. I am someone that loves to design a lot. And it was very hard for me to give out doing templates or designs for myself. And I would always feel like this person is not getting it. And sometimes I'll not be like, okay, maybe I'm not the one, I'm the one that is not explaining it as much. But at a point, I had to let go and tell myself that, you know what, however it comes out, I will accept it and look for how to improve it. And it was something that really helped me. For managing my community, it was something like I hold my community like this. It's like an egg for me. I don't use it to play.
Our team
So
is our babies.
having somebody come in and manage, I'm like, no, you're not speaking the way I want. And I feel like a lot of times we complain about clients until we have to be clients ourselves. Then you really understand
Yes.
a lot because you're now seeing from the other angle. And I'm like, no, it has to be that. Don't say this. And then someone will put a message, I'll delete it. And I'm not even going to tell you why I deleted it. I'm like, no, this message shouldn't have gone. I'll just delete it. Then I now like it was a learning journey.
Wow.
But if you want to grow, you realize that you have to delegate. You can only be the one person CEO for so long, really. And it's just the honest truth. Except even with exceptions, that maybe that's the only thing you're doing, you have a lot of time. Imagine if you were the same person working for one client and now you have 20. The capacity to do the same thing in the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days. No. At a point, you will know that you just need to begin to give people things to do for you. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
can
it.
Wow,
I?
that's really good. So
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Pastor, you can say
Uh,
something.
yes, truth of it is that there's only a certain point to which you can grow if you want to continue to be a one person CEO. Someone like Elohor, I've seen her. I remember when she used to juggle so much. There was one day she told me, Chesa, this canvas, yeah, just do it. Yeah, I'm not doing it again. But then you get to, I've seen her grow, right? Grow into the day I saw somebody emailing and person says, "Is it Ola? That your guy is Ola? Abi?
Ola
Ola,
from
yeah,
BCC, yeah.
yes, yes, Ola from this." And I'm like, you just have to find a way to build a team somehow
Yeah,
because that's the way you can grow. And because you will not be efficient, you're going to drop the ball somehow. So this thing I'm saying, I'm also speaking to myself because I found it so hard. The truth of it is that nobody can do it the way you. But when you find out that you
yeah.
start building a team and you find out that somebody else can also do this as even better than you're doing it. So why are you carrying it upon your head to say, oh, I must be a one man CEO? So if you can afford it, because a lot of times when people want to be one person CEO, low key, they feel like they are going
They
to share
cannot afford
profit.
it.
Yes, you are going to have to do away with part of your profit. Low key, that's when you now start thinking, oh,
But what if
because
you can't afford it? So what do you advise?
if you can't afford it, then I guess you just have to be the one man CEO at some point. But there are people that take interns.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
There's somebody. Everybody has a price, right?
True.
It's
true.
just that where you are going
I
to
agree.
hang your coat may be too high. Everybody has a price, so find the one at your level. I don't agree that you may not
And
find
pe-
somebody. You will find somebody. Maybe some people just want to gain experience and they don't even mind.
yeah,
So put it out there. Put it out there. Say, oh, this is what I can afford. If you're interested, you see people sign up. A lot of people are just having talent in their house and they don't know how to showcase the talent and they want an avenue. And you could be the one to give it to them. So just do that.
I
Yeah.
agree. Fatima, thank
and
you
please
very
let
much. Do
me.
you have anything to say about this question? Okay, you want to say something, Sapphire?
Yes, I okay.
Yeah, just very quickly. So there was an advice I saw somewhere sometime. The person was like, sometimes people find it hard to give out tasks, but something you can do is like a SWOT analysis. You know your strengths. You know the ones that even if you're good at everything, like some of us, we have had so much experience that everything
Ah,
seems
I
like we
can
are
do
very.
everything.
So you pick the one that you're very 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 good at, and then find people that complement the other sides. And so it's now like complementing yourself. So there are people that are working on the parts where you're weak at, and the parts that you're strong but they could be stronger or as good.
Yeah,
So that's
I
like
agree.
another way to go about it.
Okay, very good. Fatima, you want to add something to the question?
Yes, yes, exactly. About delegating. At the beginning, yes, you might not be able to afford it at the beginning. But one thing I know is that when the time comes for you to start delegating, you will know. Nobody needs to tell you. You will definitely know that, okay, no, I don't think I can start, I
I
can
can't
do
take
this
all
on
this alone.
myself. I cannot do this alone. And like Zafara said, your strengths and weaknesses too. There is majorly no business owner that likes every aspect of their business. There's no one.
I agree.
So those ones that you know that, okay, this is my strong point, I can do this one in my sleep, you go for it. And the one that are your weaknesses, you just delegate and makes it easy. I value my own peace of mind. So all those ones I know that, okay, I cannot do it. I cannot start adding down onto all the tasks I already have at hand. Let me just delegate it. When that person is done, let me know so that I can just review it. That's it. Everybody is at peace. The client is at peace. I am at peace. Everybody is happy.
I think I agree to that. Yes, about delegation, I'm a very difficult person to work with. I would say that it's not like I'm being proud about it. I'm learning to become more soft and all. When I mean difficult, before you can please me, ha, voila.
Yeah,
It's not like you
that's the
cannot please me. I'm
problem.
always very scared. Like you can't do it how I want it. It has to be
They're too
me.
smart.
I'm the only one that can do it like that. That's why I'm now taking the route of training. So I have people that I'm training, that are working with me, that I'm training to do stuff. and the ones that I hate design. Chesa knows that, even Sapphire knows that. I hate design. I try my best when it comes to design. In fact, I've learned this. Designing was the first thing I learned, but I don't find peace and joy and happiness doing it. Anytime I want to design, I'm always angry. So I had to tell myself, like, at this point I am in my business now, that thing will be slowing me down. Most times I was inconsistent with showing up on social media. It was because I was pissed. I don't want to design. I would just have the post there. I would just be pissed. Like, how can I design this thing? I'll be like, well, I'll leave it there. I'll post it anytime. Those things draw me back. But over time, I started learning to let go. I say, well, any way they let me like this, I'll post them like that. That's how we got here. And although I'm still doing small touching, do it like this, but I'm also trying to still have an open mind. So if you want to start delegating, you also need to
Yeah.
also learn to have an open mind as well. If you cannot afford, look for
Yeah.
people that you can start training. People who can work under you, if it's to give them stipend or something, just
True.
anything, just
True.
do something to find a way to get them here. So is there any question? While we wait for the final question. So Fatima, you were saying something. I wanted to finish that thing you were saying. Have you have a client that you tried to solve their problem, but you could not solve it? What happened? How did you resolve with the client? Are you here, Fatima? Are you here? Chesa, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
I think
think her network. She just went off.
yeah, I think she's having network on it. So, are there any final questions before we go? Sapphire, what final words do you have to share with the audience? And same as Chesa, what final words? So Sapphire will go first, and then Chesa will go next before we wrap up the session.
Okay. Final words. So to be honest, anything is possible. That's anything that you want to do is possible. Like sometimes I used to feel like I'm doing a lot. Then Chesa comes and says she's a mom. I personally always admire moms, especially this period that I've been working like in the children emergency, and I see all the sacrifices, and you get to see some, like they are like, oh, I have to stay with this child here, I have to stay that child at home. I know like they plan for the child to be sick. So sometimes I feel like I do a lot. Then she talks about how she's baking. I stopped baking. So I'm doing just medicine and email marketing. She's doing this, she's doing that. So to be honest, you can do anything that you decide to do, right? But most importantly, we all have to learn to prioritize. We all have to continue to work towards increasing our capacity, because even that delegating that we want to delegate, if we don't increase our capacity, we will not be able to delegate, and we will not even have the funds to, in quote, sponsor the delegation. And I just want to do shout out to everybody and cheering you on, because I mean we are doing it. It's not always going to be easy, but it's doable. Yes. And then there was a question I saw that I just want to say something. Someone says, how do we delegate? So I just want to quickly say how I personally delegate. At a point, I realized that I couldn't do it all. And then all of a sudden, there were tasks that started looking to me like, I can give out this one, but I will not give out this one. And so slowly, I started filling out a Notion board. So I have that Notion board. It's like a table, so it can be in Excel anywhere. So when I say, oh, I can give out community management, I then start writing out all the things I used to do under community management. So I list it, and the list is always growing. So today I'm like, oh, I schedule message, put reminders, I do that. Oh, scheduling social media posts and all of those things. I write out all the things I need to do. Video editing, I write out. Sometimes you don't even have to call it all the big names. It's a task that you do, you feel like giving out. Maybe it has one broad name, social media, or no, social media management is too big. Video editing, like you have to edit videos for social media. You write it, you make a list, you write out all the things. Then another thing I started learning to do was, if I'm saying that this is what I do for community management, were there tools that I used to use to make it easier for me? I write it down. Are there some things that could be made into stepwise processes? Like, oh, if you're doing this, this is what you do first. This is what you do second. This is what you do third. People call it SOPs, right? System of operation. I mean, systems of something. You can Google it.
Standard
SOPs.
operating procedure.
Thank you. Thank you. So standard operating procedure. So if it's something like, okay, so like if I'm saying, oh, you set up an automation, I'm like, oh, to set up an automation, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. If there's even a video like Fatima was talking about that I have that is showing how you can do it, I attach it. So in the document, as I'm building it out, when I have somebody to do that task, I can take all of those things and put on that one document, one Google Doc, and the person sees, oh, for community management, these are all the things that I expected. These are things that Sapphire has used previously. These are some resources she has put together. So it makes it easier to
Yeah.
delegate because I've just been compiling it and the list keeps growing. So it doesn't end in like one day. It's something that every time. So if I find a new thing that I can do under community management, I just add it and continue. So that's how I personally, work towards delegating. So thank you so much, Elohor. It has been great being here.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sapphire. So, Chesa, can you give us your final words?
So, thank you so much for this opportunity. I've totally enjoyed myself with these brilliant fellow panelists. So, for me, all I have to say is you can have it all. Yeah, you can have it all. You can have a beautiful marriage, you can have lovely children, you can be an amazing entrepreneur, you can be a seven-star worker, full-time employee. You can have it all. You just need to set your mind to it, right? Set your mind to it. So one thing that has helped me is if you notice all these things that I'm doing, they are not taking me as in they are not so much pulling me in different directions. So I try to find what is the common ground. So aside work that is outside home, the other two that I'm doing is at home, right? So for the baking, for example, I get my kids involved. Okay, somebody is greasing the pan, the other person is, measuring the flow. So it's kind of like a bonding experience for us. So I'm doing my mom duties and I'm also, doing something for a client. So what has helped me is the fact that I try to put everything together. So I'm not doing things that are throwing me in different directions. So if you want to toe the line of being doing so many things, find a convergence, find a way that is going to work. So for me, aside my day job, the other things I do them from the comfort of my home. My graphic design is in front of my laptop, my baking is in my kitchen. So you can have it all. So, and
Amazing.
also these things that I do, they bring me joy and fulfillment, right? It's not something that I'm struggling to do. Do you understand? It's not something that I'm struggling to do. So that's what keeps me going. And when I see somebody taste my cake, for example, and they're like, oh my God, it gives me that sense of joy. A lot of people have told me that even the money you're charging for these things, like, is a hobby. When you're ready to do a business, I'm still doing that one as a hobby, really, because the margin on it, of course, is not much, but I just love the fact that when somebody tastes this, they're giving me feedback and say, oh, my kids loved it, oh, my colleagues loved it. So just that sense of fulfillment gives me that thing to say, oh, I'm pursuing my interest, I'm pursuing my passion, and I feel, my life is rich. It's not about money, but I have a rich life. Do you understand? I'm doing what I love and I'm doing what I'm interested in. So find something that you're doing and you can have it all, really. And don't forget to delegate. It
Wow.
saves you all the stress.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much, Esther. Fatima, welcome back. What final words do you have for us before we go?
Okay, so my final words are, as a business owner, just believe that I can do these things for my business. So there are sometimes you can have good days in your business, you can have hard days in your business, and you just think on the good days you'll be happy, everything is going well, and on the hard days you start asking yourself different questions, and you want to be like, I don't think I can do this thing anymore. But if you just believe that, okay, I can actually do these things, you actually do it. And again, in the aspect of multitasking, delegate. I will say this thing 101 times. It has helped me a lot.
and two is having to-do list and prioritizing. Just yesterday I was very, very confused because I had to multitask between different things, and I was not getting anything done. Like nothing was done at all. So what I had to do was I had to write different things, what I needed to do, the steps I needed to take to achieve the things, the results for that thing I needed to do. So that made it easier for me. So yesterday was just like one of the not so good days. And when I believe that okay, I can actually do this, but you need to calm down and just really see what steps you can really take. And that has really helped me. And I think it will help many business owners too.
Wow, thank you very much, Fatima, for that closing remark. This session has been very insightful. I've learned a lot. I have laughed. We've laughed. I feel inspired. You know, even me myself, I'm also somebody trying to figure my own life out. Trying to figure myself out. We are all trying to figure ourselves out. Even Dangote is trying to figure his life out. You know, at every stage that you get to, there's always a bigger obstacle and a bigger thing to figure out. That's just it. It's an unending circle. No matter how you grow and all of that. So we are still trying to figure ourselves. You know, but I believe that this conversation that we have today is going to motivate somebody, is going to inspire somebody, you know, to understand that they can have it all, they can do it, and they can still be successful and make something out for themselves. Thank you very much, Chesa, for coming. Thank you, Dr. Sapphire. Thank you, Fatima, for coming. I really appreciate every one of you. We love you. Please say thank you to our panelists. This has been a really insightful session so far.
Thank
I love
you.
you guys. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you for
bye.
having
Bye.
us.
Thank you for
Thank you.
All right,
having us.
bye.
Thank you. All right. So, guys, how was the panel session? How was the panel session? Did you guys learn something? What did you learn? Tell me in the chat before we go for the raffle draw. Tell me what you learned in the chat before we go for the raffle draw. Tell me what you learned. All right, amazing. Well done. So next up is our raffle draw. Who is ready? Drum rolls. Who's ready? Drum roll, guys. Next up is our raffle draw. I'm going to bring up BC to take over the raffle draw. Hello, BC. Over to you. You're on mute, BC. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Please pardon me, guys. So, guys, I'm going to be moderating the raffle draw session. For me, the panel session was so realistic. I'm not even going to lie. I learned so much. It was so inspiring. I've gotten ideas on how to navigate multiple roles and challenges. Yeah. So, and I want to believe we all are learning, we all are having fun, and at the same time, we are feeling very much inspired. So now it's time for some more fun and videos. Yeah. I know most of us, almost everybody, have been waiting for this session. So here it is, the rapid draw session. Okay, so I'm going to be telling us how the rapid draw section works. Two people will win free access to the sales done workshop on sales strategy. So what does that mean? It's a simple workshop that you have for, and two people will be winning it. So in case you need to hit that big money goals, in case you want to learn sales techniques, yeah. So this is the time. Trust me, guys, it's something to play for. It is something you really want to fight for. So here's how to qualify for the raffle draw. Three people are already automatically qualified for the raffle draw. Why is that? Because they participated in our social media and games sort of during the promotion of the conference. So we need just 12 people to participate this time. And how do we get these 12 people? A link will be dropped in the comment section right now. Yes. So a link will be dropped right now. And the first 12 people to complete the form, will and give us a feedback following the instructions of the form would participate in the raffle draw. Trust me, it is less than 10 seconds. So it's something I'm sure we all can do. Yes, so now the link is in the form now. So the link to the form rather is in the comments now. So guys, please go ahead and fill.
So while you guys are filling the form, sorry, to cut you, BC. we have the 2 class captains. They are automatically also on the raffle draw. So we are looking at 10 people. Yeah, so the first 10 people to fill the form will join the raffle draw, plus the 3 people from Instagram, which you can see on the screen, and the 2 class captain, which is Jessica, Prime, and Esther. Yeah.
So we have 3 people from Instagram. We have Israel, Toby, Shaseri. We have Elixgram. We have Graph. So Graph is GRAFK underscore. Yeah, so 3 of them are qualified already. Then we have Jessica Prime, we have Esther. So 5 people. We need 10 more people to fill the form. Yep. So the form will be live for everybody to see for transparency's sake. I'm sure we all can see the form on the screen. It has not been filled, so you guys should be sure that there's no manipulation. So yeah, it is there. At intervals, the page will be refreshed so we can see those that are filling the form and we can see the number of responses we have. Please, guys, fill the form, so one of us can get, so rather, 2 people can get to it. We are waiting for your responses, guys. We are waiting for your responses. Keep
Please
filling.
fill the form. Oh, I learned that. Yeah, please fill the form. Please fill the form. Oh, let's play the raffle draw so we can close and go and rest for tomorrow, guys. And why is nobody filling this form? Okay, we have 1 response now. Somebody has filled. We have somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 1 response.
Okay. Ayo, Adi, I guess. So we have 1 response. We have 9 more to go. Guys, we are waiting.
Please follow the instruction on the form when you are filling the form. Please follow the instruction. Please. Thank you. Please, fill the form. We are going to be refreshing it live so you'll see it. Okay, we have 2 responses now. Okay. I learned to pay attention to selling online, not just posting content. How to be likable per social media. Yes, it was most likely. Amazing. So we have 2 entry. 8 more to go. Guys, fill this form. Let's play this draw so we can all go home. Okay, we have 3 responses now.
So we have 7 more to go. 7 more responses, guys. Okay.
We have 5 more responses.
Well done, guys. Please keep filling. We are waiting for you. 5 more responses and then we'll spin the wheel.
4 more responses to go. We have 6. Oh, 2 more responses. So yeah, people should bring it on. I love it. One more. Oh, so we have 10 already. So we'll go with the first 10. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you,
guys.
thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
thank you
much for
for the
participating.
feedback.
So we have 10 people now.
So these are the
So we have,
10 people that we have. One sec.
okay.
So these are the first 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it starts from the bottom here. One sec. Okay, so it starts from, this is the first person to fill. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yeah, Christabel just filled her own now. So we are not going to the wheel. We are going to the wheel. We'll be alternating this. So this is the wheel of fame we are going to be using, right? So BC, we'll start with the
Yes.
Instagram people first, right?
Okay, yes. Yes.
So these are the Instagram people. And then the 2 class captain, that Jessica,
Jessica.
Prime, and Esther. I think Esther, what's that name? I don't even know. Esther Osha. There's O in the name. Okay, I think I wrote it down. Esther Okadigbo. So we have our first 5 people. So from the form, we are going to fill the remaining 10 people. And you guys are going to be filling it with me. So this is the first person on the form that filled. We are going to copy this, and then I'll come here and paste it. Then we'll come back to the form. We'll copy the second person. That's 2. Come back here and paste. Come back to the form. Copy number 3 person. Come here and paste. We don't want any Ojoro thing here. We'll copy number 4 person. So you guys are seeing it live. We'll come here and paste. Come back to the form. Copy number 5 person. Number 5, come here to the stuff and paste. Back to the form. Number 6. Come here and paste. Back to the form. Number 7. Come here and paste. Back to the form. Number 8. Come here and paste. Back to the form. Number 9. Come here and paste. Okay, the final person. Let me share so people will be seeing it very well. Number 10 is Beatrice. Oh, we have 2 more people that just filled it. Well, we have the 10 people we are looking for, so thank you guys. Okay, so now we have 15 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 15 now. From this 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 15.
Okay.
So are you guys ready? BC, over to you. What do I do next?
So this is the wheel. and it's here on our screen for transparency. All the names are filled, 10 names from the form, 3 names from social media, 2 other names our class captains, Jessica and Esther. So every name has been entered in the wheel, and now let's roll the wheel. We're going to spin, and whoever the lucky winner is will be shown. So let's go.
All right, so let's spin. One is spin. See, oh, my mouse is here, is at the top. I don't touch anything. Okay.
Yay!
Whoa! Adewebi. Wow, the first person on the form. Congrats.
Wow. So you won't pay access to the self-done sales strategy workshop. Congratulations. So we are going to move Abdubasit's name now, and we'll spin the wheel again. So guys.
So remove. Okay, so I'm going to remove him now. And you see, he's no longer on the wheel, as you can see. It's no longer here. So now we have just 14 people. We're going to spin again, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Ready, go.
Can I spin?
Yes, okay. Please, you can spin.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wow.
This one is from Instagram.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners. So who are our winners?
So we have
and Abdul. Where's the first person on the phone?
Abdul
Yeah, Abdul Basit. Yeah, Abdul Basit and Elizabeth. Okay. So over to you, BC.
So congratulations, guys. You won free access to the Self-Done workshop. I'm going to send you an email and details documented to the form, so you get immediate access to the Self-Done workshop. So congrats to Abdubassit once again and G.R.O.W. Yes, G.R.O.W. So please tag us on our social media handles as soon as you get access to your workshop. Well done to everyone that participated. Thank you very much. We go again tomorrow. And congrats to the winner. All right, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much, BC, for that. For leading the raffle draw. Congratulations to the winners. Yes, you can play every single day till the 6th day. So you can keep playing the draw until the 6th day when you win. Anybody can win, so you can keep playing. You know, so congrats to the winners. You're going to get access to it. We have your email address. And for the ones from Instagram, I have your Instagram. So I'll reach out to you on how to give you access to it. So the next thing on the agenda right now is, who can guess what's our, not be saying a small remain. Yes, so BT. Remain small, you'd have won. Oh my God. Anyways, there's tomorrow, so you can win tomorrow. Tomorrow, the offer that will be up is the growth challenge. Hey! So tomorrow I'll be the speaker. I will not have any guest speaker. I'll be the one in charge of the session tomorrow. I'm going to teach people how to build a solid brand, a solid and sustainable brand. Joseph Don has already laid the foundation. Some of you were asking, how can you sell yourself? When do you know when to sell yourself? Those are questions I'm going to be answering tomorrow. So Joseph Don has laid the foundation today, and tomorrow I am going to be building on that foundation. And like that. So each of the topics are building on each other. And I would love for you guys to, show up again tomorrow. All right. So you can follow the speaker on their social media handle at Joseph Don. There's a lot to learn from them. Now, before we go, conference besties. Are you guys here? Conference besties. Are you guys here? Let's wrap up. Conference besties. Are you guys here? Are you guys here? Find your bestie. Now you need your bestie. Will there be a replay of the class? Yes, there should be a replay. This same link would bring you back to watch it. Conference besties, hold your bestie tight now. The tax. Here's your tax. Now, you don't need to submit the tax to me, but I don't know what might happen at the end of the conference. I may ask people for the tax, but I don't know, but I will just give you tax. If you like, don't do it. So this is where you need to reach out to your conference bestie after this conference to make sure that you guys do your tasks. All right? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? He said we are still doing bestie. Jessica Prime, Esther, Okadibo, thank you both for being the class captain of today's session. In fact, you people over-delivered. I'm proud of you guys. I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is your conference bestie? It's time for assignments. Where is your conference bestie? Okay, so let's go on. The task from today's session, is very simple. From everything that Joseph Don has said, I never get bestie. You are Winifred. Oh yeah, if you don't have bestie, look for now. We're already done with the session. We're just wrapping up. So in the next 2 minutes, look for why I'm doing this. If you don't have bestie, look for. Reach out to them on Instagram, Abimbola, or on their social media platform. Somebody is here, Winifred. Somebody is here. So in Dongi's seat, Godwin, I just prayed I'm pronouncing your name well. Let me highlight you. So Winifred, you can be besties with this person on the screen. So Winifred and her, both of you can exchange your contacts. Winifred. Then Victoria and Chima, both of you can be besties. I'm matching people now. Victoria does not have Chidima 33. And Victoria, oh yeah, communicate with yourself and exchange your handles on how to meet. Winifred and sorry. Abdul Basit who don't have. I don't have one yet. There's also okay. So Godwin, I don't know if I'm calling your name well, but I just hope so. And Winifred, Godwin and Winifred, both of you should be friends, should be besties. Okay, Wealth and Victoria, besties. Then Chidima and Abdul Basit. Okay, so Chidima and Abdul Basit, besties. I think people now have everybody that say they don't have besties, now have besties. Chidima and Abdul Basit. Tell yourself how you can contact. Victoria, can we have 2 besties? If it's possible, you can do that. No wahala. But yeah, have your bestie. So let me quickly give the assignment before we wrap up and we go for tomorrow. All right. So from everything that Joseph Don talked about today, he talked about having digital presence. And I believe everybody here have a digital presence. If you don't have a digital presence, how did you find out about this event? So everybody is online, one way or another, right? So that is out of the way. The next thing is publishing content and selling. That is the problem that many people have. And that's the assignment I want to give you guys. So you and your content bestie, you should go and have a conversation and create a plan, like a show-up plan, right? You may not start implementing it from this night. You can start implementing it from tomorrow. After tomorrow's session, you can start implementing the show-up plan. So, but have the conversation today, tomorrow. You and your bestie should create a show-up plan and a sales plan. A show-up and a sales plan. So that means you get to understand, you have to reach out to them, know what they do, all right? And then both of you come up with how you guys are going to show up using some of the strategies that Joseph Don has shared. In fact, you can do a challenge. Hold yourself accountable. Okay, for the next 2 weeks, we are going to be posting every day. Hold yourself accountable, both of you. For the next 2 weeks, we are going to be posting every day. And out of that 2 weeks that we'll be posting, if, for example, he has never sold on their page, you are going to encourage and push them to sell. That is your job. Did we get the assignment, guys? Did we get the assignment? Did we get the assignment? Did we get the assignment? That's the assignment, right? So showing up and showing up and selling. So you guys should create, okay, you and your conference bestie should decide. So reach out to your conference bestie, get to know them, and put it into words. Reach out to your conference bestie. Please listen. I may not be able to type this right now. Reach out to your content bestie, conference bestie, get to know them and understand their business. Both of you understand yourself. And then come up with a plan on how to show up online. How to show up. That means you can decide to come up with a content plan. So, okay, we are going to show up for 14 days or for 30 days straight. We are going to show up for 30 days. And in that 30 days, we are going to post at least once a day. We are going to post at least once a day for 30 days. And in that 30 days, we are also going to sell. So both of you are going to decide how you are going to do your 30-day show up and how you are going to sell. And if your bestie is somebody that has never sold online before, that maybe they've been showing up, but they don't like to sell, they're always afraid to sell, you are going to push them that within that 30 days of showing up, they are going to sell something. Is that clear? You can do 14 days, but I encourage you to do 30 days show up. Encourage you, show up for 30 days. Push them to sell something. And they, in turn, also push you to show up or push you to sell. So both of you will meet and decide on that. Do you guys get it now? Do you guys get it? 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 Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you very much. So have a conversation with your besties and then create a show-up content plan with a sales plan. Very good. It's as simple as that. Amazing, amazing. So reach out to your content bestie. 14 to 30 days is recommended. Amazing, amazing. I don't know what's going to happen when you do it though, but whether I give you something at the end of the day or I don't give you anything, this is also going to be for your own good. This is going to be for your own good when you start. You're going to see the result. In tomorrow's session, we're going to be working on how to position yourself. And that's also going to help you guys with the content and help you guys on how to know what to sell and the things to put out there. So yes, start having that conversation right now. All right. So before we say the final goodbyes, yes, reach out to your content bestie, your conference bestie. I don't know why I keep saying content bestie. All right. So before we say our final goodbye, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5:30. But before we say our final goodbyes, there's one final thing I want you guys to do, which is sharing your Grow conference experience. All right. So if you're in the Telegram group, I'm going to share the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram group, please join the Telegram. Let me share the Telegram link. Please join the Telegram. It is very, very important. That's why I'm going to share all of the instructions. The assignment, I will reshare it in the Telegram group so that everybody will see it when I'm more calm. Yeah, so they will soon become content bestie. Yes. When I'm more calm, I will share the instructions again for the bestie assignment. And then finally, the last thing I want you guys to do is to share your conference experience. If you can take the time to do a 30 seconds or 1 minute video, share your conference experience. I'm going to share the script in the Telegram channel, right? What my biggest takeaway from the Grow conference is so far is dash. My name is Rose. I am a social media manager. I just attended day 1 of the Grow conference. With the knowledge I got from the session, I feel like I can now be able to do ABC. I feel empowered, inspired, equipped. So I'll put this inside the Telegram channel. That's why you should join the Telegram channel so that you'll be able to do it, right? So why are you doing this? You are doing this to also sell yourself because in the guideline, there's a place where you can sell yourself and introduce yourself inside. Now, once you make this video, what do you now do with this video that you will make? Post the video on your social media handle and tag the Grow community and Digital Creator Chick. Once you tag us, use the hashtag #MyGrowConferenceExperience. Use the hashtag I will send the information in the Telegram channel, so you must join. So join the Telegram channel. My Grow Conference Experience. Use that hashtag, and that's how I'm going to find you people. So everybody who use that hashtag to create a video every single day, we are going to be spotlighting your video during the live session. So in between breaks, after the speaker speak, we'll spotlight your video. in between those breaks, we are going to be spotlighting your video, and ultimately, you're also giving yourself exposure like that, and you're also drawing connection to yourself. Even after this live session, people will come back to watch the replay. People will still see you and find you ultimately. Aside that, we are going to pick the 3 best videos. Yes, every day we'll pick the 3 best videos. Every day we'll pick the 3 best videos and we'll showcase them in the live session. After the conference, we are going to go to that hashtag to start picking the videos and start putting them on our social media handle. We also put them on our YouTube channel and tag you as well to so that people will be able to find you as well. So that's the final thing you need to do. It's not compulsory, it is optional. But if you know you would like to participate in that, then join the Telegram community where I'll be dropping the entire instructions. As also, the bestie assignment is not compulsory, but it is very important that you do it because it is for your own good, right? So with that being said, we have come to the end of day 1 of the Grow conference. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for day 2 of the Grow conference. So guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys when I see you.